And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another stream here on the Film Stock channel. Sorry I'm running a few minutes late. I was wrapping up a Zoom call with a fellow patron at the Phase 3 level. So shout out to Liam, my patron. There you go. But yeah, let's get into this thing. I hit 6K subs. Thank you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is the purpose of the stream, a 6K subs live Q&A hangout celebration. That was a mouthful. My mind's all over the place right now. We're going to get through this thing. Take a sip of water. Cheers. Thank you guys for being here. That's really all I have to say. I feel like I'm just very blessed to have this community. Every single one of you being in here. I see we've got a ton of people in here already. But without further ado, enough of the theatrics, enough of me, gushing about how awesome you guys are. You already know that. Let's get into the questions and hang out. We see the View with Drew's in here. What's good, Drew? How you doing? What do you think is the best and worst movie of the 1990s? Worst is going to be hard, but best, I'm going to go with either Pulp Fiction. Oh, no, The Lion King. The Lion King's the best. The worst from the 90s. Did Jingle All the Way come out in the 90s? Because that movie's terrible. Mad Titan. Hello there. Welcome in. How you doing? Another fellow patron right here, the Mad Titan. Dank Sinatra. Hello there. Let's see. Excuse me. Trevor in the house. What's good, dude? Congrats on 6K. July about to be lit. July is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to get back out to Cali. It feels like it was a long time ago that I was out there, but it also feels like it wasn't that long ago at the same time. It's all a blur, honestly, and time flies. You know what's really crazy is that Disney trip was in 2020, and it's 2022 now. Insane how time works, how time just always stays flying. But I'm going to post on my Instagram story real quick to let everyone know I'm live. You know how it is. I got to do the little drop the link thing. I was rushing to get this started because I knew I was a few minutes late, so I felt bad about it. But we're here, and it's all good. And let's get this thing going. Let's do it. So let me click off this real quick. Do a little boom, boom, boom here. Oh, wrong way. Here, let's do this. I'll point. There we go. The signature picture has been taken. I'm going to get to the questions here in a second. Let me do this. Share. Copy link. Go to Instagram. Link. Live Q&A. Okay, let me put that here. Boom. Boom. Send to your story. Done. It should be good. We have promoted it on Instagram officially, so hell yeah, we've done it. All right, let's see where I was in the chats. Trevor, you're the man. Hope you had a good day, brother. I know you were busy earlier when I tried to call, so I hope that you grinded out the day, as we like to say. Let's see. Dun. Alex is in here. Happy Wednesday. It's crazy that Book of Boba Fett is over since it came out on Mondays. Also, congrats on 6K. Well, thank you, Alex. And yeah, Boba Fett being over is weird because it's the first week this year, actually, we have not had Boba because it came out at the end of December. And then every week in January, we got a Boba ep. And then most of them in February, we got a Boba ep. So it's bizarre that it's over. It's the weirdest show, I think, ever, to be honest. It's one of, if not the weirdest show ever, because like the way it was structured, where we got like a Boba origin for 4 episodes, and then they said to hell with this, we're starting The Mandalorian, and then we got Luke. It was very bizarre, and I don't know if we'll ever get a show that weirdly structured again. Water is good for the soul. Key to success number 1, hydration. All right, where was I in here? Let's see. Jason's in here, the man. One of the goats, as always, Jason. I saw you won that No Time to Die 4K from Brando Critic. That's pretty dope. So that's awesome. Enjoy that 4K. I have the 4K as well. I have not watched it on 4K, but I bet it looks amazing. But I appreciate you being here, Jason. A fellow patron as well. If you guys are Patreons, sound off in the chat because I really appreciate you guys, and I cannot emphasize that enough. I know I say it on Patreon all the time. I say it all the time, but genuinely, you guys rock if you are on Patreons, or if you're in here right now. I got 14 people showing support. I just appreciate you guys coming out on your, what day is it? Wednesday night? Is it already Wednesday? Damn, it is. Time flies, I swear, lately. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. And Jason, especially, you're one of the goats. Ellie, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've always liked seeing that Iron Man profile picture in here. I'm sure we could talk about Iron Man and our theories about Iron Man as we head into Multiverse of Madness talk, which I'll probably get to in a second. Let's see. Nicholas is in here. What's up? Can't wait for Moon Knight. Me too, dude. The posters for Moon Knight are elite. I think that Marvel's changing the narrative for their posters because they go the floating head route a lot of the times, but I think they're finally changing that, and I'm here for it. Arthur's in here. What's good, Arthur? I always love to see your name in here. Been here since WandaVision. Absolutely, I remember seeing your name in that chat way back in about over a year ago now, actually, because WandaVision was right now last year. So, excuse me, crazy how time flies. Manuel says, "What did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show? Congrats on 6K." Well, thank you. I honestly barely paid attention. I know that's bad. Usually I watch it, but I was my mind could not calm down after the Multiverse of Madness trailer to the point where I was just distracted for the majority of the game. Like I watched it, I understood what happened. I was rooting for whoever had the ball at times because I like Burrow, but I also like Stafford, and I'm happy Stafford got a ring because he's a Georgia boy. Sony and Leonard Floyd got a ring too, so 3 dogs got rings, so that was awesome. But it was a really great game to the end, but I was so distracted by Multiverse of Madness for the most part. Thank you, Alex Hero News. I really do appreciate the support on all the videos as always. Best French fries you ever eaten? This comes from Robert. I'm gonna have to go with, to be honest with you, I think the best fries might actually be Steak and Shake fries. I don't know if you guys have Steak and Shake, but it's like a fast food restaurant, but it's like you go in and sit down like an old school diner kind of. They're super thin, and if you dip them in like the milkshake, it's elite, especially a chocolate milkshake. It's so damn good. But yeah. I don't know. It's hard. I like a lot of fries. Those are just the first ones that came to my mind as being like distinctly different than all the other fries. You can always have good French fries. I've had a lot of fries lately, honestly. But to make a fry stand out, it has to be special. And Steak and Shake fries are just classic. Ian's in here, one of the longtime supporters. Ian, always love to see you in here, man. Congrats on 6K. You're a huge inspiration for me and my love of movies. Watching you grow and expand your channel is so exciting. Thank you for everything and inspiring me. Well, you inspire me as well, Ian, just by being here. And I know we've talked behind the scenes on DMs and all that. And I'm excited to see your future as well and your journey, man. And keep grinding. Keep grinding. That's all I can say. And we also both are some Georgia boys, so we got to stick together. But thanks for being here, dude. I really appreciate the support. Did I see that Halo has been renewed for a second season? I'm so hyped. I did see that, and I'm kind of conflicted because we haven't even seen an episode of the show, and it's already renewed for season 2. Like, we can assume a show is great and it's going to get renewed. Like Peacemaker is great. It got renewed already. And of course that's coming out the day before the finale, but it's bizarre because like we haven't even seen an episode of a show and it got renewed. Like what if it was a total flop? What if Halo flops? Like what if the first 2 episodes are terrible? That's an immense amount of confidence we're seeing from Paramount, to say the least. But anyway, I don't know. The trailer didn't really fully sell me. I didn't play the games that much. I literally played like multiplayer with some friends a few times, but I don't love Halo. I don't know the story, so that's going to be cool to see, I guess. My hair is just doing a mess right now. I need to get it cut. But yeah, Halo season 2 already, kind of whack. That's my honest opinion. By the way, if you guys are going to make sure to hit that like button, it helps out with your algorithm. That's what I always say. Can we get to 60 likes for 6K subs? Let's do it. Hit that like button, especially if you're on the replay. It would help out with the algorithm. I should put that on a shirt still. By the way, film stocked merch. This is old school. I used to wear it a lot more. I should probably wear it more, but I do have a merch store still to this day. It is linked in the description down below. Fun fact. Let's see. Jaren, the guy. I was with Jaren yesterday. We ran into someone pretty cool yesterday, me and Jaren. I haven't talked about it on the channel, but we went to see Uncharted yesterday, and we actually ran into the star of the Twilight films, Edward Cullen. Not Robert Pattinson, because Robert Pattinson doesn't play Edward Cullen, right? It's just Edward Cullen. And he was actually dressed up as the Batman. We saw him in the theater. He was generous enough to take a picture with us. He let me take a solo picture of him as well. So that was interesting. But we ran into Edward Cullen, not in full vampire mode. He was in full bat mode, though. So that was pretty sick. If you see my Instagram, I posted a picture, but we ran into Edward Cullen. Dank Sinatra says my posters come tomorrow, Once Upon a Time and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Those are some heater posters. I have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood over there. Love that poster. One of the classic posters of our time, I would say, because it pays homage to the classics, but it also is so fresh and different from the stuff we're getting now. Does it have sort of a floating head template? Yes, but I'm not complaining about it because I love it. It's got Leo, Brad Pitt, and Margot. You can't complain. It's one of the best posters ever. Thank you, Skylar. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dark Knight. I love that profile picture. I need to get that Batman poster in my life because that thing is dope. I'll be watching the episodes of Peacemaker so I can finish with the final. Hell yeah. I'm not doing a watch party for the finale. I haven't done any watch parties for Peacemaker. I'm going to rank the episodes. If you guys want to see me rank the Peacemaker episodes, let me know in the live chat. But I am very much looking forward to the finale tomorrow. We have a super chat from Josh, Simply Cinema, formerly. Congrats on 6K, man. Your effort is an inspiration to me starting on my channel again. Just thought I'd let you know. Well, I really do appreciate that, Josh. And I'm here to support you, bro. I really am. Especially with a novel. That is just so cool. Just going for it. You have a passion for it. I respect the hell out of it. And I would love to like read it early if you have the ability to do that. I would love to give you my honest thoughts or review on it, dude, because you rock. And again, I appreciate you. You've been like one of the, out of all the names through the, what's the word I'm looking for? Is Pantheon a word? I don't know. Through all the years in the film stock videos, like there's like 15 people, I'd say 20 maybe, that have been there since like the beginning that I just remember their names because they also have channels. They also have like things and stuff like that. And Josh, you've been one of them for a long time, man. So I really do appreciate it. And I wish you the best with the novel. And I'm in your corner. I'm in your corner. So I'm really happy to see you're starting up the thing again. I got to catch up on some of your vids because it's just hectic. Catching up on all my friends' videos sometimes can be wild. But dude, you rock and keep doing what you're doing. Jason Carr, the man with the myth of the legend. Thank you so much, dude. $60 for 6,000 subs. You were too kind, my friend. Happy to be part of this community and Patreon family. Much respect and sending great vibes your way. Well, Jason, you were the man. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate the support, but dude, you rock, whether that's just hanging out in the Twitch streams and they'll be like, we'll be down to the end of the Twitch stream and Jason will be like, great stream, dude. And I'll be like, damn, Jason was here the whole time. He really is killing it with support. Man, I really do appreciate it. I can't really put into words how much I appreciate it. And you are a part of the Patreon community, a massive part of the film stock community. The channel wouldn't be the same without your support, man. So thank you so much. And you rock. That's really all I have to say. I know I say it all the time. You're the man, but dude, you're the man. And enjoy that No Time to Die movie. Literally saw that Instagram picture today. And I was thinking like, that's dope. I might want to do a physical giveaway where I can mail you guys out to stuff because I think that would be something that I would want to do. So maybe if you guys want to see that, let me know in the chat. But Jason, thank you again, dude. You rock. Let's see. Where was I in the chat though? Let me go find where I was in the chat. Josh. I was talking about Josh. Josh, not Joss. Joss Whedon, Josh D. Faulkner. There we go. Yeah, Josh is that guy. Go subscribe to his channel if you have not. He's been in it. He's been in the game for a while. One of the original supporters of Film Stocked. Jaren says, what is a shelved Star Wars project that you wish they would actually go through with? I'm thinking. Okay. Now that we've seen what a Boba Fett TV show looks like, I want to see what a Boba Fett movie would have looked like. Now I know hindsight, what's the saying? Hindsight's 2020. Am I saying that correct? Where like you can look back and be like, oh, it looks perfect in the past because you've seen the other outcome. Well, here's what I have to say to that. How about this? We get a Boba Fett movie that's supposed to come out around the time Solo, right? Josh Trank or whatever is supposed to direct it. How about this? We get a Boba Fett movie with not Tamara, but someone else coming to play. And it's like, let's say it's Tom Hardy. I think there's speculation. Tom Hardy playing Boba Fett. And it's just a movie of him being a bounty hunter savage for like 2 hours. And it's like during the Empire era, like pre-Empire Strikes Back. So before he captures, Han and everything, we get to see him being a ruthless bounty hunter. That's what I would want to see. And I know they were supposed to do something like that for a while, Jaren, and it never happened. But damn it, I would pay good money to see that today because I've seen the alternative. And I wasn't crazy about the alternative. So I just got to be honest with you guys. Wasn't crazy about the alternative. The TV show. What do you guys think of Book of Boba Fett? Let me know down below. Happy 15-year anniversary of Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage. Hell yeah. You guys think we're going to see him in Multiverse of Madness? There's a good possibility. So let me know if you think we'll see him down below. Watch party for Peacemaker finale. I will not be doing one, but I will be watching it. Hell, I might stay up and watch it because I really want to know what happens. And I might film a reaction to it and post it because, we could see someone. Could we see Aquaman in the Peacemaker finale? That would be pretty sick. I don't know. I don't know if it will happen. But we could see it happen, and I'm not opposed to that. I just bit my lip. Let me take a sip of water. Ugh. All right. Blah. Where was I? Dun, 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 dun. Arthur, I appreciate the support, dude. Again, you're really that guy. You've been around for how long now? Over a year since WandaVision. I feel like that was a different phase of life, even the WandaVision era. I had a clean-shaven face back then, so I appreciate the support again, dude. Brian says I can't bring myself to watch Peacemaker. Well, I highly recommend it. I know it is, the comedy might not be for everybody. It is fairly cheesy at times, but I think that it can take itself serious when it needs to. And I think they blend the comedy with the drama very well. But that's just me. And I love it. It's actually my favorite show of the year. I've watched, so if I'm going through shows this year, we've got Boba Fett, Peacemaker, and Pam and Tommy. And right now I can confidently say Peacemaker is my favorite show of the year. So there you have it. I am enjoying Pam and Tommy, though. I watched the new episode today. I just wish they dropped it all at once because it would have almost worked better as a movie. But I say that about a lot of things. Thoughts on the rumors of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man being in Multiverse of Madness? Definitely possible. I mean, nothing's impossible now. We got him in No Way Home, so I feel like he's more willing to come back now. And I feel like he's definitely more in the spotlight right now because, I mean, everyone loves Tobey and Andrew. He would do it. Will he come back physically? I'm not sure. I've heard speculation. Maybe it's just voice acting and they CGI his suit. I think he'll be in it, though, because I think they could do a really funny gag or bit calling back to his appearance in Multiverse. Or they could do something even funnier where it's actually a different variant of Tobey or even Andrew. That might actually be what they do, is an even different variant than the ones we saw, which are the ones we obviously know and love. So who knows? Something like that would be pretty cool. Where was I in the chat? Oh, there I am. Binge watching all the Marvel Netflix shows before they've gone. Finished season 1 of Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Where are they going? I talked about this with my patron Zoom call that I got off of right before this. And I think they're going to go to Hulu because, again, Disney Plus is where they would go, right? But Disney Plus doesn't have R-rated content in the US. Everywhere else, there's a thing called Disney Plus Star, I want to say. And it will go to that in the other countries because that's essentially Hulu in the United States, I believe. And so I think that in the US, we'll have it on Hulu because Pam and Tommy is on Hulu right now in the US, but everywhere else, it's on this Disney Plus Star, I believe. So I think that's what they're going to do. And by the way, there's 30 people in here. Hit that like button if you guys are in here. Shout out every single one of you, but let's keep firing off your questions in the chat. I love doing this. We're going to hang out here for a while. But back to the question. I think they're going to go to Hulu, and I would definitely recommend finishing Daredevil more than anything if you had to pick one, because Daredevil is probably the best, but I love Punisher. Love it. In fact, I have some Punisher videos lined up. I'm going to do a tier ranking of the characters and a seasons ranked. I love Punisher. Well, I'm not going to rank the seasons, actually. I'm going to do a review because there's only 2 seasons, but I might rank the episodes. I don't know. I'll do something like that. I love Punisher. He's a great character. I hope they all come back to the MCU. I still have to watch the other ones, like, what's it called? Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, I have to watch. I'm not going to watch Iron Fist. I've heard it's actually abysmal, so I'm not going to watch that one. But everything else I would like to watch. Let's see where I was in the chats. I'm here for a bit, taking a break. Well, welcome in, Abby. Always love to have you here. Thoughts on Arnold Schwarzenegger? I like him. He's a legend for a reason. I like Predator. I like Commando. I saw this movie called Eraser that's pretty cheesy with him in it. And he's obviously the Terminator. So he's a star. He's a legend. And that's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that. Dun, 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 dun. I like this profile picture. Yeah, check out Mega Mike, the movie man. Thank you for the support, dude. And check him out. There you go. There's a shout out. Do we have In-N-Out? We don't have In-N-Out, but I've been to In-N-Out 2 or 3 times in my life. I think twice. Last time I went was last summer with Trevor. I don't know if he's still in here, but there's video documentation of me, Arthur. If you go to my trip to Cali vlogs from July on the channel, you will see me eating In-N-Out burger, and it's pretty solid. The fries are mid at best. They're just all right, but the burger was pretty solid. And it has like the special sauce on it. I like that. So the first time I got it, I like customized it, but I got it like, I forget the terminology they use, but it had like the sauce on it. So it wasn't bad, honestly. Water is a damn good thing, by the way. It's the best beverage ever. Who do I think would win in a fight? Nightwing versus Daredevil. Give me Daredevil. Why not? Why not? Jaron says 5 perfect movies in your opinion, aside from the obvious ones like Godfather and Empire. That's a great question. I would go with Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. That's genuinely a perfect movie in my mind. I think it's like alongside Raiders, which is, I'm not going to say because that's an obvious one. That's one of the perfect adventure movies in my eyes. So I'll go Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. I'll go Ratatouille. That movie is really genuinely perfect. I really believe that with all my heart, and it's inspiring to me. It really is. I got Tick Tick Boom right here. That's not a common one. So I've done a modern movie. I've done a Pixar. I've done a little bit of an older movie. Let's see, from '03 at least. And then let's go a little bit further back. So 5-star, that's not common. Hmm. Oh, I cut out for a second. Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully you guys can still hear me. My Wi-Fi cut out completely for a second there, so that's my bad. Um, but yes. So far we're going Ratatouille. So Ratatouille, Curse of the Black Pearl. What did I say? Ratatouille, Curse of the Black Pearl. Tick Tick Boom. I'll go Prestige, and I'll go. Hmm. I'm looking at my shelf literally right now, and The Big Lebowski. There's a comedy. That movie is a perfect comedy, damn near. And I didn't. I think it's like a 4.5 on Letterboxd stream, but it's a perfect movie. So there you have it. It's a perfect movie. I said what I said. It's just my opinion, man. Oh, that was terrible. The comics clash. It's going well. Thank you for being here. I love cheesy fries. That's obviously referring to something earlier when I was asked the best fries I've ever had. I actually just thought of something. A core memory was unlocked for me. And to go back and answer a question earlier, what are the best fries I've ever had? I believe it was from Robert. My favorite fries were at the high school football games when I was in high school. The concession stand would serve fries and they would put like cheese on them. And I don't know what substance it was. Was it actually cheese? I don't know. But damn, did it taste good. And especially on like a winter, not a wintry, an autumnal Friday evening when there's a chill in the air. It's 7:30 p.m. You had a long, stressful week. You got that feeling of, your tests are done. You can enjoy the weekend. You're probably going to go to this football game. You're going to go back, watch some episodes of a TV show, maybe a movie, maybe play some video games, go to sleep, wake up early Saturday morning, play Uncharted, wherever the hell I wanted. I'm actually envisioning one of the weekends for my life in October of 2014. Damn good weekend, to say the least. Florida beat Georgia, so that was the only bummer. But those fries hit with cheese on them. Hello there, Fulcrum28. Did I play football in high school? I did not. I played football all the way up until high school from like 4th grade, but I did not play it in high school. I played lacrosse in high school. Did I hear that Ivan Reitman died? Yes, I did. It was very sad. His son Jason is the one that directed the newest Ghostbusters movie, and I saw he had a very touching post on Twitter about it. So yeah, very tragic. And I should watch Twins, which he directed, has Danny Vito in it. Okay. Is that Arnold and Danny, or is it Danny and someone else? Let me know. Dun, dun, dun. I've heard of this, Manuel. I've heard of the superhero movie. I haven't seen it, but my friends always talked about it in school. They were always like, did you watch this movie with Drake Bell? And I'm like, no. Excuse me. I think it came out in 2008, but yeah, it did. So haven't seen it. I've seen parts of it. It's very much like disaster movie or epic movie, which I think some of you may have heard of. It's like the same type of deal, like a spoof movie. I think it spoofs like Spider-Man because it's like Mothman or something. He's like weird, but something like that. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre from what I've seen, to say the least. Am I gonna watch the Batman on March 1st or March 3rd? I have my tickets for March 1st, so March 1st, maybe before. I can't confirm or deny. We'll see though. March 1st as of now, but I'll keep you guys updated. Do I think we might get an Obi-Wan trailer tomorrow? That would be cool, but I don't know why we would. I think I saw people talking about it, and then I realized Star Wars marketing. So Boba Fett didn't drop a trailer till the end, till like November 1st, I want to say. The show came out December 27th. So we probably won't get a Kenobi trailer to the end of March, if I had to guess. Yeah, In and Out, we're not that cool. We're not on that wavelength. We're not on that West Coast wavelength, dude. We have Five Guys, which I think y'all might have, but yeah, we're on the wavelength. We have Zaxby's. Zaxby's is pretty sick. I mean, that's like fried chicken and toast and fries, and their fries are pretty good. So I actually worked there. Shameless plug. I worked there in high school over the summers. So there you have it. Let's see. Again, shout out Jason, dude. You really do rock, man. Let's see. When am I watching the Batman first? Yeah, so I'm watching it, like I said, March 1st, but possibly earlier if I get invited to an early screening. So we'll see. Dun-dun-dun. Do I think Uncharted will get a sequel? Honestly, I pray it gets a sequel. I liked this movie a lot. Now, not everyone's going to like it, and I do like the games a lot too. I want to clarify. I played the games in, let's call it 2015 or 2014. I forget. Whenever the fourth one came out, I played them all leading up to it, okay? And I love them. Now, I'm not some diehard Uncharted fan who knows every piece of trivia or can even recount or recall every detail from the games. I remember plot points and action set pieces and the overall vibes, and it was a lot of damn fun. But I separated that from the movie. When I went into the Uncharted movie, I did not expect some masterpiece, or not even that. I hate when I say that. Let me double back. I didn't expect it to be shot for shot remake of the game. I just expected it to be Nathan Drake and like some version of Nathan Drake who has similar characteristics and some version of the action and some version of like the puzzle solving and the problem solving, right? And that's what I got. And so I had a lot of fun with it. And that's really all there is to it. I didn't expect it to be on the same level of storytelling as the game because it wasn't, and not many things can reach that. I mean, unless you're talking Raiders of the Lost Ark, which Uncharted clearly drew inspiration from. But I would love to see a sequel. I think they did a good job of possibly setting one up. I guess the box office is the only thing that'll figure into that, and I'm gonna try and see it again this weekend with Cam because I think she would like it as well. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, March is going to be awesome. We got the Batman and Moon Knight to end with bang, and then we got April with a ton of content from Fantastic Beasts to Moon Knight episodes every week to Sonic to May, which has Kenobi and Multiverse of Madness. My goodness, we are about to be fed. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Because of you, I started my YouTube channel and I make superhero content and movie reviews thanks to you. Well, I'm glad that I could serve as inspiration, Alex, and keep doing what you're doing. Always love the videos you make and have fun with it. That's my number one piece of advice. Hello there. Let's see. I hope they make a Crash Bandicoot film for cartoon one day. Well, I like that profile picture. That obviously is Crash. I used to play a game on my DS, I want to say. Never been like a hardcore fan of that like character because I just don't know enough about it, but that would be pretty cool. Hello there, Lewis. Hello there. Hope you're doing well, Lewis. And Abby in here as well. Still love to see some of those film stocked mods. Let's see. Saw your Scream review and had to sub me. Well, thank you, thank you. Is that for Scream 5 or my Scream ranking? Let me know. I saw Multiverse of Madness trailer reaction. I had the same reaction. That was insanity. Insanity. I know there'd been speculation on Twitter months leading up to the trailer of Charles Xavier, and then we saw Strange in handcuffs and he was walking up. I was like, I think we might see Charles, and then they showed him, and I freaked out. Charles, the GOAT Xavier. I need to rewatch all the X-Men movies. That's been something I've wanted to do since since that trailer dropped. I've wanted to go watch the X-Men movies, and I think I will, and I might even film reactions with Cam because she hasn't seen a bunch of them. I'll show them to her for the first time, so that'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see, where was I? I'm very behind in the chat, so I apologize. I'm gonna try and get to as many of these questions as I can. Yes. Let's see. And if you want to guarantee I do get to your question or comment, super chat is the way to go because it pops up at the top, and I will prioritize those. They are not at all required. It is a way to help support the channel and guarantee that your question gets answered. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Water is so good. Love me some water. It's been a great journey hanging with you these 2 years. Thanks for the shout out. Absolutely, Josh. Yeah, man. Absolutely, dude. Thoughts on the animated show for The Boys? Yeah, The Boys presents Diabolical. I reacted to that trailer today, so if you guys are in here, make sure to check out that reaction. Hit the like button; helps out with that reaction. But I'm not too hype, Lewis. March 4th is a loaded day. We got the Batman wide release. We've got Fresh with Sebastian Stan on Hulu, and we've got The Boys presents Diabolical. I would rather just see The Boys season 3. I will watch The Boys presents Diabolical because I think it's in the canon of The Boys universe, I believe. But I am not over the moon excited for it because it just reminds me of how much I want a third live action season of The Boys, which is going to be coming out in June. And you can bet your ass I'll be covering that in depth because I truly, truly love The Boys. It's one of the best shows on TV. And I know you're a big fan of that as well, Lewis. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on The Boys presents Diabolical. I'm super behind in the chat, so I apologize. I'm trying my best. I want to get to as many of these as I can here. Let's see, where was I? Thoughts on the new, Brandon says, thoughts on the new Transformers movies announced. Honestly, don't care. Is that bad? I don't really care. I think I burnt out on Transformers. I grew up and it was a big deal when the third one came out. Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon? Let me look it up. I always get it confused with the damn Pink Floyd album. And I wanna clarify right now. Transformers Dark of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon is Pink Floyd, I want to say, but Dark of the Moon is Transformers. And I remember seeing that with some friends in theaters and like, oh, this movie's so sick. And it's all right. Like the first three are the ones I grew up with. The fourth one's bad. I remember I wanted to leave the theater. I went on like the day before the 4th of July or something with my friend on a really hot summer day. It was hot as hell in the theaters and people were talking near us. And it was like one of those old theaters where you didn't reserve seating. You just kind of walked in. And it was not a pleasant experience, to say the least. Mark Wahlberg is awesome, but not in that movie, at least his character, let's say. So that was a tough one. And I never saw The Last Night, so I'm not really excited for this one. Will I watch it? Probably. But maybe not. I didn't watch the new Fast and Furious movie, so there's some franchises I know people love to hear coverage of them and people love to talk about them and theorize, but Fast and Furious and Transformers, that ship might have sailed for me. I know that's kind of sad, but it might have sailed for me. Boba had so much potential. I totally dig a movie. You and me both, dude. I know we were talking about that yesterday at the screening, but dude, yeah, Boba had so much potential. Yeah, it had its fair share of problems. You and me both, Lewis. I'm hype as hell for that Peacemaker finale. When do I think MCU Spider-Man 4 release? If they follow their template, so we got 2017, 2019, 2021, I'll say like late 2023, maybe July 2023 or 2024, but no later than 2024. That's my opinion. For sure. Jake A, what's going on, dude? Appreciate the support, man. I checked out, I don't know if I commented on it, but I did check out one of your recent shorts that you said you did for school, focusing on the sound. I think I commented on it though. I want to say, or at least I messaged you about it. I always forget what I'm doing sometimes. It's crazy. What would you hope to see in Peacemaker Season 2? A new and improved dance number in the opening scene, because I like the one they do, but should they redo it? Should they up the ante? I'm not sure. I would love to see. Let's think about this. I would love to see some Suicide Squad members appear, notably like Bloodsport or Harley even, and continue the story from that a little bit more. That would be really cool. It's to see some Suicide Squad members come in. That's what I want. Peacemaker's are my top 5 shows of all time. I really like it. We'll see if that finale sticks the landing. I hope it does, but I'm digging it. It's my favorite show of the year for sure. Let's see. Can't believe it's been over a year now that I found your channel. Honestly, you and the other mods are some of my best friends. So thanks a lot, Chris. Well, absolutely, Abby. I'm glad I made that mods group chat. It was like a late Twitch stream one night, and I was like, should we just make a group chat? I think that's how it went. Or Lewis suggested it, and I love the group chat. I love it. So absolutely, Abby. It's great to have you here. Are you going to see Euphoria? Because the show is so good. I know a lot of people love Euphoria. I have not watched Euphoria yet. Now, why have I not watched Euphoria yet? The number one reason, to be blunt, is when everyone hypes something up, I just don't gravitate towards it as much. That's just a fact. Like Euphoria, I haven't seen a show this hyped. I have in my life because Game of Thrones, I lived through that. But I would say the Euphoria hype is like insane and it's almost scary, really. It's kind of scary because I don't know. I saw this one video on TikTok where a dude was talking about like the hype for Euphoria. There's like two sides to it. Like it's a very artsy show and introspective in a way, like kind of like an A24 TV show, right? But then it's viewed as like Riverdale or 13 Reasons Why or like I'm trying to think like Degrassi, right? I don't know how to feel about it. I have not seen a single scene from this, so I don't even know what I'm saying. But I just don't know if I want to watch Euphoria. And then apparently it's a super like graphic nudity show. I'm like, I don't know. Should I watch Euphoria? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But if I do watch Euphoria, it'll be after season 2 finishes, which I know is on right now. That way the hype dies down and I can just binge all 16 episodes and maybe talk about it on the channel. I have another show I want to start called Cobra Kai, which I know a lot of you guys love. I got to get into it because I need to revisit The Karate Kid. That's really just a fact. I haven't in a while, and I need to get into it. Let's see. Brandon says, I meant to get this in for the podcast, but what's your opinion on Grogu not talking for the future and only make sounds? Yeah. I think they'll save Grogu's first words for like the end of maybe season 3 or like season 4, and he'll say like, it'll kind of be like, maybe he has a phrase like I am Groot where he says something for a bit while he kind of learns his way, but it'll be really sad and I think we'll all cry. because we can all kind of admit Mando and Grogu's relationship is the core of Star Wars, at least right now, right? Like, I mean, anytime they're in a scene or in an episode and they're the focus, it elevates it. I mean, we've had the direct comparison of their relationship compared to Boba and his, whole plot or whatever you want to call it. Did he have a plot or even an arc in his own show? I don't think he did, but that was way better seeing Grogu and Mando's relationship develop. And I think hearing him say like father would be really, really sad, but heartwarming. And I think that would be crucial. I think he needs to speak personally. I think he needs to speak. You got to move on from sounds eventually. Your thoughts on Jedi Fallen Order? It's honestly better than a lot of movies in Star Wars. Like Jedi Fallen Order, I wish that there was a way they could literally take that and make it into a live action movie and just like where we're playing like the game and we make the decisions and do the combat, just make that like into your own action scene and make it into a movie because it's almost perfect. I keep getting notifications. This one's about Ryan Reynolds saying, I'm not in Doctor Strange, which we all know he's going to be. He's pulling in Andrew Garfield, let's be honest, but that's a topic for another time. When it comes to Fallen Order, perfect story. I love Cal Kestis. I'd love to see him live action. That game was so much fun. I've played through it twice. My first ever Twitch stream was actually Fallen Order, I think. So that was lit. That was in April of 2021. And that was me replaying it. And that was the 5.5 hour Twitch stream, which I know some of y'all were in this chat were in that stream as well. All right, let's see where I was. All righty. Bully Maguire and Multiverse of Madness, manifest it. Let's manifest it. Honestly, I'd prefer Bully Maguire over any version of his Spidey, just to see him like straight up Bully Maguire. Who do you think was a better match romantic for Finn, Bray or Poe? They teased both mutually. They did, yeah. Can I say neither? Like, I think that all of the relationships in that trilogy are so underdeveloped, and they did tease. I guess they did tease both, but like, none of it. It was all a mess. All of it was a mess. All of it. I don't think any of them needed to be romantically engaged with each other. I think they just needed to have like a friendship, and they failed to execute a friendship, a platonic friendship among any of those three characters. Lacking, in my opinion. I don't buy into their chemistry that much. I say the best friendship is Poe and Finn because of their banter when they break out with the TIE fighter in the beginning of The Force Awakens. And we don't really get any of that for the rest of the trilogy, to my recollection. I haven't seen those movies since 2019. So I don't know. It's been almost 3 years since I've gone back to them, but Let's see. Again, Lewis. Love you, Lewis. Love the film stock mods. I'm patiently awaiting on the Cobra Kai content on our channel. It's one of my favorite shows I've seen recently. Yeah, I think I'm going to just break the news here. Why not? We got 25 people in here, and if you're on the replay, you'll hear this as well. I am going to be reacting to every single episode of Cobra Kai here on the channel. I've done movie reactions, but every single episode of Cobra Kai, I know nothing. To quote Schultz from Hogan's Heroes. If anyone knows about Hogan's Heroes, you're a legend. That's an old classic sitcom with I forget the guy's name, but it's classic, right? I know nothing. That was what the sergeants always said, Sergeant Schultz. But I'm going to be reacting to every episode of Cobra Kai. Now that it's out there, now that I've said it, I can't take it back. It's happening. I don't know when those are going to start. Maybe next week, but I'll do 1 to 2 episodes a week of Cobra Kai reactions. And I'm going to rewatch the Karate Kid movies and rank those. There you have it. February, the last 2 weeks, very down. So I'm going to do Hunger Games content because I rewatched those with Cam. Tier ranking those characters, ranking the Hunger Games movies, and I think that's it for Hunger Games. But yeah, Punisher content and Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, baby. I've been putting it off way too long now. Ben from Meters Reviews, what's going on, dude? I watched your dog review earlier. Very well done review. Yo, congrats again on 6K. About to watch the Batman Begins. Is Dark Knight your favorite of the trilogy? I think yes, by default it is my favorite, but I haven't rewatched them since, let's call it 2019. I watched Begins. I love Rises. Rises gets a lot of hate for no reason in my eyes. I love The Dark Knight though. And I know there was a period of time, if you follow the channel for a while, it was like the beginning of COVID. I was like questioning everything. I was like, guys, is The Dark Knight even legit? Like, is it actually that good? It's that good. I don't know what I was thinking, but anytime something gets a lot of praise, I'm always like trying to be the guy that's like, should we be praising it up? Should we hyping it up that much? But The Dark Knight deserves the praise. It's the best and probably my favorite as well. Rises is a damn close contender though, because I love Bane. So tell me, what's your next step in this master plan? crashing this plane with no survivors. I love Dark Knight Rises. Great film. I saw that one in theaters in 2012 with my brother. Imagine Toby coming back in Multiverse of Madness. That's not the same one we love, but he's a variant with the superior Spider-Man suit. That would be nuts. Again, we could theorize the hell out of Multiverse because it's going to be a crazy movie. It's going to be crazier than No Way Home. Now, will it emotionally impact me as much as No Way Home? I do not think so. And I tweeted that out a while ago. I said, I don't think No Way Home will make me feel the way Multiverse is going to make me feel. Multiverse will still be cool. But let me tell you something. I think Hugh Jackman's Wolverine coming in would that top the Toby and Andrew? I don't know. We saw him more recently. It's different. We hadn't seen Toby since 07. That nothing will actually capture seeing Toby or Andrew because of the gap. That's why seeing Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan, the gap, and just the thought of never seeing them again. At least I never thought growing up we'd see Obi-Wan again. So especially Ewan. So that's nothing's gonna reach my height for Obi-Wan. Wow, there's a ton of comments. I appreciate you guys asking all the questions, popping off the chat. I got a lot of catching up to do. Let's see. By the way, hit that like button if you guys are here. It helps out. I talked about this earlier. I'm not too excited for that. Legolas is the best archer. I'm rewatching the Lord of the Rings movies in July when I go to California with Trevor. We're having a marathon. Should we do extended or theatrical? Let me know, actually. I don't know if he's watched extended. I got to talk to him about that. Let's see. Never been to Cali or In-N-Out. In-N-Out's good. Overrated, but good. That's all I'll say. Cali, depending on where you go, good. Overrated at times, but good. Ewan reviews. What's good, Ewan? Best Disney movie. Yeah. Are we talking about which one are we talking about? Let's see. I'm behind. I'm so behind. If you were assembling the Avengers, who would be on the team? For me, having Wolverine, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Blade, the Punisher, and the Thing. That's a damn good lineup right there, Drew. I'm going. If I'm going like 6 people who I think are unstoppable from Marvel, I would go. You know what? I'm just going to throw. I'm looking at my posters right now. I got the 2 Marvel ones over there. If I could assemble a team of Avengers I would want to see, Spider-Man has to be on there. Daredevil has to be on there. I will go Deadpool. I will go Iron Man. I will go. That's tough. Now it's tough. So I have what people call Team Red with Spidey, Daredevil, Deadpool. I'll go Iron Man. I will go Wolverine because I like that one. And I would like to have his dynamic with Deadpool. And I will throw in Thor. Why not? There you go. Unstoppable Force. Thor's the odd one out in that group, I think, but I'll go Thor. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll go Thor. Do I believe in ghosts? Depending on the context. I always freak out when I talk about ghosts. Like spirits are probably real. It's spooky. Ooh, but I don't know. I'm moving on. Who are your predictions for Illuminati members in Multiverse of Madness? Professor X, obviously, because we already know. Mr. Fantastic, probably a variant of Iron Man. I hope it's an RDJ variant. We might not get as many as we thought, though. That might be it. We could get like more. I don't know. We'll see like Blade. We'll see Ghost Rider. I don't know. It's crazy, but I think we'll see a variant of Iron Man in the movie. Will it be Tom Cruise? I don't know. I genuinely don't think Tom Cruise will actually be in it. Is that crazy to think? I know I made a video and I talked about how people are talking about it, but I don't know if I actually think it. I think we will see RDJ as a variant of himself before we see Tom Cruise. Call me crazy. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, glad to have you in here, Josh. Glad to have you in here. Top 3 favorite Andrew Garfield movies. The Social Network would have to be my favorite alongside No Way Home. There's like 1 and 2. Oh, shoot. Not going to lie, you guys. For some reason, when I brought this water bottle in, it looked like a bug because I don't know what just happened in my mind. It looked like some kind of animal was approaching me, but it's just water. I think I wasn't processing the fact that my water bottle was going to look like that. I don't know why, and it kind of caught me off guard. But No Way Home, Tick, Tick, Boom, and The Social Network. Hacksaw Ridge would be up there as well. That's a great movie. Those are 4, and those are like the objectively the best 4, I think. Who do you think should win Best Actor at the Oscars? Andrew Garfield. I mean, he danced. He sang beautifully. He gave emotional ass performance, especially that scene on the sidewalk. when he sings "Why" in the park. I mean, there's so many moments that just stand out to me, and he's going crazy throughout the movie. I think Will Smith also gives a fantastic performance, but Garfield with the whole embodiment of like singing, dancing, being this artist, he really gave it his all. And I hope the Academy respects that, because when people actually sing, I have a very immense amount of respect for it. Taron Egerton got robbed of a nomination for Rocket Man. It sickens me. And that's really all I have to say. It makes me ill. Predictions for Peacemaker finale. Aquaman. Aquaman. I don't know how much I actually believe that, but I'm going to say I think we may see Aquaman. And by the way, I know I have a lot of catching up to do in the chat. If you want to guarantee I get to your question or comment, Super Chat is the way to go. It's also a way to help support the channel. It's not required, but that feature is turned on. Tick Tick Boom is an absolute banger. Yeah, it's an absolute banger. Going to rank the songs in the few weeks. I like that idea. I think that if I did that, I might do it on TikTok. I like that idea a lot, though. I listen to that soundtrack constantly. I took 2 songs off of the playlist and like made my own off the album and made my own. I don't know if that makes me a bad person. If you know the album, you know what they are. Probably there's 2 in particular that just they don't flow when I'm listening to it. So I took them off. What 2 celebrities would you choose to be stranded on a desert island with? Matthew McConaughey, number 1, because he would keep me chill. He'd keep me very intact. He'd be like, hey, we're going to get this coconut. We're going to survive out here, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'd go McConaughey, one of them. And the other one, I would say, McConaughey, and we'll go with we might have to go with maybe John Bernthal. I'm on a John Bernthal phase right now. I like him a lot. He's a pretty cool dude. So I'd be entertained by his stories. They're both their stories. I feel like would keep me entertained for a while. So I'll go with those. Very, very strange pairing, but that's what I'm saying for now. Seeing Uncharted on Saturday, already a full theater. Glad I booked it early. Enjoy it. Yeah, hopefully the crowd's good too. That's going to be a fun one. I enjoy that movie a lot. Anyone here from the UK? If you're in the UK, sound off in the chat. I did hear Futurama is coming back. I have never seen Futurama, so I can't speak to it. Arnold and Danny? Oh, okay. I have never seen that show. Yikes. Did I enjoy Eternals? I do enjoy Eternals. I think it gets a little too much hate. It's definitely not in my top 10 Marvel movies. It's a flawed film, in my opinion, that tries to conquer too much too fast. But it is a lot of fun, especially with certain elements of like the characters. The character dynamics and their relationships make that movie. I actually watched part of the making of that movie. A lot of respect for it. Main Gamer says, thoughts on A Quiet Place Part 3. I'm excited but cautiously optimistic because I really like the first Quiet Place. Part 2 is really great as well. But can the third time be a charm? Can they stick the landing on this trilogy? Is Krasinski confirmed to direct? I heard there would be a spinoff. Is there a Quiet Place 3 and a spinoff? I'm a little bit confused. If someone wants to clarify in the chat, please let me know. I don't know. How long can we continue this story? Again, apocalyptic type setting can only go on for so long, in my opinion. Kenobi trailer in April, probably something like that. Yeah, late March, early April. Something along those lines. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. What's your favorite Marvel Disney Plus show? I love The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Well, Jalen, my girlfriend Cam loves to hear that. She loves The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My favorite Marvel Disney Plus show is Hawkeye. I love that. I love that show. I mean, it's the perfect start and the perfect end with Kate Bishop and Clint. Their character arcs come full circle. They end up becoming like family by the end. We get awesome action. It's the holiday season. I love Hawkeye. I don't care. I know it gets hate on the end by the end of it. A lot of people turned on it, but I like Hawkeye a lot. Brandon says, what are some other hot take ideas you have for the podcast? Great question. We've done Star Wars and Marvel. We could do, let me take a sip of water. We honestly could ask you guys, like we could do like hot takes or like theories that missed and like go look through a theory. I'm gonna write some of this down. Like theories that were not true or reacting to like old takes, stuff like that. Reacting to old takes, theories that aren't true, stuff like that. I just got a notification that the Hollywood sign has been poorly altered to read Rams house. Interesting, because the Rams won the Super Bowl. But yeah, we're always trying to think. We might do a Harry Potter one when we get closer to Fantastic Beasts. There's a lot of franchises we could do stuff with. Dun dun dun. X-Men Origins is one of the best X-Men films, enough said. The only person in the world I know who's going to agree with you, Josh, is Trevor from Film Geeks. He loves that movie unashamedly. I don't think he's in the chat right now, but yeah, he would agree with you. Everyone else might think you're crazy. I might think you're crazy, but you are allowed to have your opinion, Josh. I liked the movie, growing up. I watched it in like a DVD in the portable DVD player in my car, but it's really bad. I went back and watched part of it recently. Oh, it's a stinker. How do I want the X-Men to be introduced in the MCU? I think Multiverse Madness is going to do it, but I think variants might have to be the way they go. I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know if Multiverse of Madness is going to reset the current MCU timeline, and then mutants will be like a product of that. Because if they do, and like mutants are just born, then that's different. But are people like my age, like 22, going to become a mutant after Multiverse of Madness? That might be the way they do it. I don't know. Where the hell are the Fantastic Four? Are we going to get variants? Like, it's all crazy. They could bring in variants. That's kind of what I'm thinking they're going to do, is bring in variants from other universes. Let's see. Any thoughts on how early could be too early to start a Patreon? I always debated starting a Patreon for the longest time, like years. Like from the beginning, I debated it. I think the thing about Patreon is it doesn't matter. Like the audience, your subscribers doesn't really matter. It's like the audience you have and the support, but also like throwing all that out the window, right? Like the way I looked at it and what kept me from starting a Patreon for so long was how much value I was going to bring to each tier, and like not wanting it to take away from my YouTube as well as my other social medias, because I wanted that to be like the priority. And like Patreon's a bonus. I still put a lot of time and effort into it, but I didn't want that to overshadow the work I was doing to grow the channel in and of itself, because Patreon's like bonus, right? So that's kind of what I did. And I talked to some friends and really figured it out. But fine tuning the value you want to bring for each tier is the most important part, I think. That's my kind of weird answer, I would say. Let's see. David Benioff, same guy that ruined Game of Thrones. Yeah. Benioff and Weiss. I don't know how I feel about them to this day. I don't know where they went. They disappeared. They disappeared off the face of the earth. Manuel says, I always enjoy your content. Congrats on 6K. I'm sure there will be many more milestones. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I love your au revoir, Shoshana. Yeah. Au revoir, Shoshana. Keep grinding. Yeah. Inglourious Bastards. Great movie. I was watching part of that with some friends the other day. One of them hadn't seen the movie, and damn, do I love it. I love it. Nathan Hale's in here. What's good, Nathan? It's been a while. I'd love to connect again, do like a live stream or something with Nick and Trevor. I know we always say that, and I know we're all busy people, so it's hard, but I'm going to reach out to you after the stream, Nathan. I'm going to try and see if we can make something happen, because I miss our conversations. Those are some fun streams, man. Let's see. Bloodsport should get his own show. Yeah, I know they're saying it could be a rat. I always say rat catcher. Rat, R-A-T, Rat Catcher 2 show, because Gunn is going to start another one. So I think that's what they're doing. And I'm kind of upset by it. I like her character, but I think Idris Elba Bloodsport would be so cool, and they could create their own HBO Max DC universe of shows. That's what I want to see happen, at least. But I'm not sure what we're going to get. It'll be interesting. Do you think you'll prefer Kenobi over Boba Fett? I'm gonna be honest with you. I already prefer Kenobi over Boba Fett. I don't know if y'all can agree with me, but the poster I like better than the entirety of the Book of Boba Fett, because I love the character more than anything in the world. Essentially, Obi-Wan is like one of my top 5 favorite characters ever. So just anything involving him, I'm going to like more than the Book of Boba Fett. At the end of the day, I'm getting a childhood hero back, and that's going to pretty much seal the deal for me. Now, a lot of people I've seen on TikTok especially are like, how are Star Wars fans going to feel when the Book of Boba Fett, when Obi-Wan is not all lightsaber action and it's just like the Book of Boba Fett? And to that I say, I don't think any of us are expecting some duel every single episode, which is how that's the whole thing with the Star Wars fandom. I'm going to get into it. Is like the worst part of the Star Wars fandom is the people who like it and are obnoxious about liking it. That's the worst. Like, I love Star Wars and I don't like a lot about Star Wars, and that's just chill. And I know a lot of people who are in the same boat, and I can have conversations with them. But it's like radical on Twitter, especially in TikTok. Like, especially TikTok, people are like coming at you for complaining, quote unquote. Like the whole joke about people, that one lame scene, that shot in the Book of Boba Fett where the dude like spins and it's just completely cheesy and random. Like a lot of people were making jokes about it, and then a lot of Star Wars fans came out and were like, it's so sad that the discourse around the episode is these people saying they're all talking about this one episode and they're not talking about how great it really is. And it's like, no one is actually saying that ruined the episode. They're just poking fun at something that felt out of place and cheesy. And I don't know why a lot of people who love it so much get so hyper defensive about their love for it. No one's taking it away from you. People are allowed to have their opinions on it. And the Star Wars fandom, I love Star Wars, but it's the most toxic fandom in the world. You can quote me on it. I'm a big part of the Marvel fandom too. It's toxic at times, but it's nowhere near the Star Wars toxicity. I've never seen a fandom where the people who love it, there's people who are blinded by their love for it, and they like will defend it and attack you for critiquing it, even though you say you like it. I think that was well worded, and if you can agree, please let me know. I'm kind of behind in the chat. I'm going to scroll down and see. It's just insanity. And that's why a lot of people don't like to talk about Star Wars. Like, I don't like The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. I'm not belittling people who like those movies. But if I say I don't like those movies, I'm just a hater and a fanboy of the originals. Like, I don't know. I don't care. It's exhausting. Star Wars can be at times, which sucks, but it can be exhausting. My girlfriend loves Euphoria, and she isn't an artsy person like that, so I need to see it. Yeah, I gotta hop on that train, and I'll probably get on it after season 2 ends, though. Watch Euphoria. It's crazy, but in a good way. Okay, I think I'm gonna get on it because multiple people have said to watch it, so I'll probably hop on it like in the summer. Summertime sounds right. Cobra Kai, baby. Cobra Kai is coming. Yes, it is coming. It is coming very soon to the channel. Is it actually an A24 show, Jared? What do you know? Like, legitimately, is A24 like producing it, or is it actually like have those A24 vibes? Who knows? Hello, Epic Blitzy. How are you doing? Dun-dun-dun. I died like 100 times on the Jedi Fallen Order streams to the point where I was just like delusional. I was delusional. So, yeah, if you were in those, you're a real one. And I remember that stream very vividly. Ewan says, any interest in the new Elvis movie? There's a trailer for it tomorrow, and I'm hyped. Hope it's like Rocket Man and Walk the Line. I'm excited. Yeah, Tom Hanks is in the movie, right? So that's cool. Baz Luhrmann's directing it as well. And I think Baz directed, let me make sure before I speak of Baz Luhrmann. I think he directed my favorite movie of all time, but I could be wrong. I always forget. Let me go make sure it's actually Baz. And let me see. No, okay, yeah. See, I always forget their names. That is my fault. He did not direct Remember the Titans. Who directed Remember the Titans? Bose Yakin. I didn't have to look it up. I started to type it and I remembered. Baz Luhrmann directed The Great Gatsby, so it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting. Bose Yakin, is that how you say it? He directed Remember the Titans. Movie is one of my favorites of all time. I need that poster. By the way, we have a P.O. box, me and Cam. I don't have it in the description, but I just feel like throwing that out there because we do have it, and I need to talk about it more because I know in the past, I've been having the channel for almost 3 years. People have mentioned, you have a P.O. box. I want to send you a Blu-ray or a Funko Pop. Me and Cam do have one. It is in the link in my description on Instagram and Cam's Instagram. So we have a P.O. box now where you can send anything you want, a letter, a movie, anything. That is now available. And I just totally forget to mention that sometimes. So there you go. Oh, let's see. Where was I? Have I seen Uncut Gems? I have. And there's a TikTok audio right now, and it's hilarious. And I will not repeat it, but if you have it, and it's like, it's so funny. You just have to know the context, so I won't say it. But it's like a clip of the girl from it, like talking about Uncut Gems, and the way she says Uncut Gems is quite funny. That's all I'll say. Uncut Gems. It's being memed all over TikTok right now. What are my thoughts on Lightyear trailer? Hype as hell for Lightyear. I saw the trailer in IMAX and it got me amped. Like, I wanted to jump up out of the seat and be like, yeah, Buzz, baby, to infinity and beyond. That movie's going to be awesome. Potential to be like top 5 Pixar. Have I seen the show Vikings? I have not seen the show Vikings. Yes, someone knows Hogan's Heroes, main gamer. Hogan's Heroes is a go-to TV show, yes. I grew up watching it. My dad had like the whole complete collection on DVD, and it's definitely one that I love. Hogan's Heroes is a classic. Cam's dad watches it too. Cobra Kai Never Dies. I'm getting into it. Are you going to ever do a Funko Pop collection video? I actually have one on the channel. You can look up Funko Pop Collection 2021 film stock or 2022, or you can scroll down. I have it. It's one video that I posted in January. So make sure to go check that out if you want to see me go through every Funko Pop that I own. I have not seen Black Sails, but I remember it came on Stars, and I remember seeing clips of it before the movies, like how they have previews before you go to the movie. They would always promote that one. watching a couple episodes a week is going to be hard. You're gonna want to binge. Well, maybe I'll like watch a season at a time and just bulk record and have just a ton of footage stored up on these memory cards and then edit it all. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see. Yeah, we need Daredevil season 4. We gotta have it. We gotta have it. Keeping the stream on, but gotta get some videos filmed before getting into writing my novel. Absolutely, dude. I appreciate you being here, Josh. Hopefully the writing session goes well, dude. And I'm here for you. I'm in your corner, and keep on grinding on that novel. Mad Titan says you're going to see Moonfall. I am not. I'm not going to see it. I just don't really have any desire to, honestly. So I'm going to have to pass on that one. Daniel in here with the super chat. Daniel, how you doing, bro? Not quite my tempo. By the way, Daniel, I got a little announcement for you and everyone else. This is the stream of announcements. I'm doing Cobra Kai reactions. I'm telling you right now, Daniel, you're going to love this video. Coming soon to the Filmstock YouTube channel, a 2014 film directed by Damien Chazelle. Who hasn't seen this film? My girlfriend Cam. So what are we doing? My girlfriend watches Whiplash for the first time. I know that movie in and out. It's one of my favorites ever. I rewatch it once a year, usually in like the spring season. So by the end of March, I'm telling y'all right now, my girlfriend watches Whiplash is coming. That's going to be a fun video. I am going to love showing it to her. She does not know any of the insane antics in that movie. She doesn't know much about it at all, except not quite my tempo. She's in for a treat. She's in for some laughs, maybe, because it's pretty damn funny. And it's going to be crazy. But 1883, is that the show on Paramount Plus, I want to say? It's like, is that the show along the lines of Yellowstone? I haven't watched Yellowstone. Should I watch that one too, Daniel? Let me know. But thank you for the super chat, dude. Hope you're doing well. And wanted to let you know, because you're in here, Whiplash, my girlfriend watched it for the first time, is coming. Hype as hell for that video. Let's see. All right, I was here. I'm next Moonfall. I am not. Max Talks Movies, one of the undisputed goats here on the Filmstock channel, says, hello there. Speaking of hello there, when do you think we'll finally see the Kenobi trailer? I talked about this a little bit earlier, Max, but I think we're going to get it in the end of March. I'd say, honestly, Max, Moon Knight starts on March 30th. I think we'll have it before then. If not, maybe like mid-April. Something like that. That sounds about right to me. Something like that. Daniel with another super chat, dude. I appreciate it, man. Turned on the bell, ready for that video. Yes, if you guys are in here, make sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure to smash the notification bell so you're notified right when my videos go up or when I go live. I have a ton of videos coming out the rest of this week. Tomorrow, I'm covering Peacemaker in the finale and the ranking of the episode. So yes, Daniel, thank you for reminding me to tell everyone, turn on that notification bell when you are in here. And thank you again for that super chat, dude. Let's see where I was. Where's Max? The recognizable profile picture of Max Talks Movies. I remember when Max's profile picture was, what was it back in the day? It was different, and I remember when you changed it, Max, and it was a different thing for sure. But it's something. It was something, and it's gonna haunt me because I can't remember what it was. Was it a picture of Chris Pratt? Maybe. Was it Howard the Duck? I'm tripping. Tell me what it was, Max, if you're in here. What's your favorite iMessage game on Game Pigeon? And then I'll go back up because I saw that I actually skipped a few. Mine is got to be 8-Ball Pool. I played that one in high school all the time, but I like Pong as well. Pong was a fun one. Krasinski is directing the third one. Spinoff is coming out next year, and the third one 2025. Well, that's good. I'm glad Krasinski is coming back to direct the third one and finish off that trilogy. And yes, I do have a Funko Pop collection video on the channel right now. I bet I know the 2 songs you took off the 2. Yes, I took those off, Jaron. You and I think alike, dude. Yeah, Green Dress is my least favorite. It's like 25 seconds and play game. Yeah, they just don't fit, and I don't know why they're even on the soundtrack. Very obscure and like out of place. I don't know why they put them on the soundtrack. They should not have been on there. It's a bummer that they are, but it is what it is. I rewatched Age of Ultron today, and man, I love that movie. I haven't rewatched Age of Ultron in about a year, Abby. I watched it before the 5th or 6th episode of WandaVision. And it was actually after the episode 5 leading into the Halloween one because me and Kane would stay up all night to watch the episodes. The WandaVision era was something else, I'll be honest with you. The show, I don't look on it. I don't love it anymore, but like the era was so special. And excuse me. I really, really like Age of Ultron. It's like a top 15, top 14 MCU movie. I mean, I'd say top 15, maybe my 15th actually, but I like it. It is good. And Quicksilver gone too soon. We need a redemption. We need redemption for the Ralph Boner filth that we got in WandaVision. A Quiet Place 2 town opening scenes were filmed in my hometown, and my mom and grandma got a pic with John. Sorry if that comes off as bragging. No, it doesn't. That's awesome. I would love if I got to meet John Krasinski. He is one of the coolest dudes ever. He might be one of my picks for the Desert Island, actually. I know someone had mentioned that. And yeah, like that movie, when I saw Black Widow my second time, it was on a Saturday night or Friday night with Trevor in California. And the theater played the first like 10 minutes of Quiet Place 2. And we were low key debating going and just watching that movie again because it's awesome. I got to rewatch the Quiet Place movie. I've only seen the second one time and it was in theaters, but I have the Steelbook. So that's cool. Which movie franchise would you like to live in realistically? Harry Potter, maybe? No, wait. Yeah, Harry Potter. I could be a wizard because the Star Wars universe can be like dark, especially depending on your role in society. And then like the Marvel universe is just like Earth. So I'd want to live in the Harry Potter world probably. Reacting to old hypes that never ended, living up to the hype. That'd be cool. Yeah, Harry Potter. We're gonna do Harry Potter for sure. I've written that one down. Game of Thrones would be a damn fun one. You know what? We're gonna do Game of Thrones when House of the Dragon comes out. So I'm gonna write that down. Game of Thrones and Harry Potter hot takes. Harry Potter hot takes for sure, for sure. And we could even rank like hot takes. Like I do ranking videos with Cam on like my channel for the movies, but we could also rank movie trailers. That'd be fun. Yeah. But I was gonna say we could rank like franchises too, like an MCU ranked episode of the podcast where we really get to go in depth with it. In addition to so we could post the ranking video, but then we could have the podcast where we get to talk about it more. If I was to play an MCU comic character, who would I be? I would want to be Iron Man because I think Iron Man's so sick. But if I had to pick someone else, I honestly might be Wolverine because I can be an angry fella sometimes, jokingly. But like I have some rage. I could be the Wolverine if I wanted to be. Actually, I might be Punisher. I wish Kame was in here because she could make some funny jokes about it, but she understands what I mean by that. Like when I'm hungry, I'm Punisher. Russo! I need a Snickers bar. Oh man, Snickers, those commercials. I was called the Snicker Man growing up because I always got cranky when I was hungry. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. All right, where was I in chat? I lost my place. Dun, dun. Ranking movie trailers is actually good. I'm gonna write this one down in my notes. I'm writing a lot of things down. Ranking movie trailers for a podcast episode. We could rank like the MCU trailers, do our favorite trailers, all that kind of stuff. Kenobi will be better than Boba Fett. Mark my words. They're marked. They're marked in my head as well because I believe that take. Who's my favorite movie villain? I probably would have to say, favorite movie villain. Is Fletcher a villain technically? Because I love Fletcher as a villain. We were talking about Whiplash earlier. I love him. Vader's a great villain. Thanos. Those are very generic answers, but it's kind of just facts because they are that good. What are your thoughts on the last season of Game of Thrones? I'm on the fence about it. I don't like it. Cam does like it. So if we do debate it, it would be a very fun podcast episode. It's my least favorite season. I have not watched it fully since it came out. So I may need to go back and revisit it, but can't do it. I disagree with a lot of decisions made. Sansa had the best ending. The Hound had a great ending. I just don't love a lot of decisions that were made. And I know there are defenses to be made for those things, but they rushed through it. Like it was the finale. It was the final season. It was 6 episodes for some reason. And the Night King and the whole White Walker scenario was just all for naught. I don't know why they even wasted our time with it in any other episode of the show because it was so wasted in the end. It was so rushed. Do I think Multiverse of Madness will be better than No Way Home? I do not know. A better movie? I'm not sure. Will it have more reveals? Yeah. I mean, we kind of can already infer it's going to have more reveals. Will it hit the same emotionally? I doubt it. I don't think it'll be better than No Way Home, but I think it'll be damn good because that movie, No Way Home, is such a gut punch. And it's about Spidey. And this could get overloaded with its characters and having to spread them out, sharing screen time, all that stuff. We don't really have to worry about that in Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's see. Yeah, the toxic Star Wars fan base is a thing. It's very much a thing. I know how emotional when I see Ewan on screen as Obi-Wan, but I'm calling it now. I will lose my shit when Hayden appears. I will too, probably, especially the flashback. Like the trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi will make me tear up, and I've already thought about it in my head so many times that I tear up when I'm not even like thinking. Like right now, if I were to think about it too much, I'll start to get teary-eyed thinking about how I've crafted the trailer in my head. Whatever they do, I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm going to be an emotional wreck. I cannot wait for those watch parties. Sound off in the chat if you're ready for Obi-Wan Kenobi watch parties. Me and Cam, it's going to be 6 episodes every week in the summer. It's going to be legendary. I might even dress up as Obi-Wan for one of them, so we'll see. Welcome in, young Jesus. Hope you're doing well. What's my favorite episode of Daredevil? The series finale. I guess it's technically the series finale now. That's probably the best one. It's the perfect culmination of all this tension and this rage and hatred between certain characters, and it all just explodes in that episode. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I would definitely watch an Uncharted sequel tomorrow. I honestly liked Uncharted. I know I'm going to be in the minority with like actually liking it, but it's like a 4 out of 5 star movie for me now. I really had a blast. What's my favorite movie ending? Last Night in Soho had a damn good ending, but all time, Fight Club's a classic one. I know Max is in here. He loves that ending. But I'll say it's hard to top Return of the Jedi's ending. That's one of the best endings ever when the victory medley plays in the re-release and Luke looks out and he sees those 3 people right there, the Force Ghosts, and then there's just a happy ending. That's one of the movie endings that makes me really happy. But you know what? We're going back to Whiplash. That's probably my favorite movie ending. The final drum and just the face-off, the extreme close-ups, and the way that the music blasts when the credits roll. It's a perfect ending. So a lot of great movie endings out there, but Whiplash is one of them for sure. What's my favorite scene from Prisoners? I think my favorite scene from Prisoners is probably, let me take a sip of water. Excuse me. My favorite scene from Prisoners is that's a toughie. I like when Gyllenhaal goes to the house and the guy that plays David Dashmachalan. I always pronounce his name wrong. Polka Dot Man. He's like in the house and Gyllenhaal's investigating him. That's a great scene. The ending when Gyllenhaal's driving in like the snow is a great scene. The scene in the car between Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal is great. There's a lot of awesome ones. So one of those I would say. Cam said she wants cat photos. Yes, if you have a cat, send the pictures to our PO box because Cam is going to make a cat wall of all the cat pictures that we get sent. Is it worth seeing Uncharted in theaters this weekend? I personally think so. Because it's a lot of fun, but don't expect like the best movie ever. It's just a lot of fun. Like I think it's a fun time and it's a treasure hunt. It's an adventure movie. I like Tom Holland a lot and Mark Wahlberg a lot, so I just enjoyed seeing their charisma and chemistry on screen. So there you have it. I have not seen Attack on Titan. I've actually never seen those anime shows. Should I watch them? I've never really watched anime. I know I probably should eventually, but I haven't. What's the most violent movie you've ever seen? It might be the most violent piece of media I've ever seen. I think is Punisher season 1, one episode in particular. But I think the most violent. Like Saving Private Ryan is damn violent, and so is Hacksaw Ridge. Those are extremely violent. But like the Saw movies get really violent and to like a gruesome extent, especially like Saw 7. I might have to say one of the later Saw movies. Favorite part of Scream 5? The credits rolling. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Probably gonna have to go with the first scene with Dewey. I don't know. Like a lot of that movie I have issues with actually. So it's difficult for me to talk about it. I don't like a lot of moments in that one. The more I think about Scream 5, the less I like it, unfortunately. So it's all right. I can't even think of my favorite moment, honestly. Whiplash. Yes, it's coming. We're also getting, the only way I'm watching those is if someone becomes a Phase 3 patron and requests that I watch them, which, by the way, I had my first Zoom call meeting with the Phase 3 patron. Shout out Liam. I think Liam's in the chat, but that was a lot of fun. We got to talk, one-on-one. And I'm going to be reviewing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas exclusively on Patreon because at the Phase 3 level, you can request any movie for me to review. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was the first one. So if you guys want to become a patron, the link is in the description down below. It's a way to help support the channel. There's 3 different phases, lots of different perks. And it's also a way to grow the community, get to know you guys more. Instead of just talking here in the chats, I get to basically tweet every day, essentially, give you guys updates, behind the scenes, exclusive videos almost every week, a bunch of different stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying Patreon. And if you want to help support the channel, link is in the description down below. And Patreon is a great place to help grow the community. What movies are you going to rewatch before Multiverse of Madness? Doctor Strange, the first one. Probably Infinity War and Endgame. Probably No Way Home because obviously. And then I think that'll be it. Maybe Age of Ultron. Maybe Civil War. Yeah, that'll probably do it. I want to rewatch them all soon, to be honest with you. Speaking of 1883, thoughts on Tyler Sheridan, the creator of Yellowstone and its spinoffs, having over 10 series in various stages of active development in the same time. That's insanity. I'm pretty sure he is also the guy that did. He did Wind River, right? Let me look it up. Yep, he is the writer of 1883 and Yellowstone, but he also did Sicario. He wrote Sicario, Hell or High Water, Wind River, and Sicario 2. So he's a pretty great screenwriter. I got to watch the Sicario movies. I've seen parts of the first one. It's just not really. I kind of lost. Excuse me. I kind of lost interest, which is crazy, but I've heard great things. So, yeah, that's wild. I don't know how he could possibly develop all 10 of those because that's a lot of damn work and time and development and commitment. But who knows? Who knows? You should watch Rush. The score from Zimmer is elite, but I think you'll really enjoy it. That's the Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl movie, right? I think it's about like the race car driver. Maybe I'll watch that. Howard the Duck. I'll review that for Max if Max ever asks me to. Like on Max's birthday, I'll review it. Let's see. 1883 is a prequel to Yellowstone. Very cool. Very cool. I've heard. I think my uncle watches both those, so that's pretty cool. What's your favorite song from Tick Tick Boom? Low key, it's creeping up on my list from last year. It's my second favorite, right behind No Way Home. My favorite song has got to be 3090. I know it's the generic answer, but 3090 is the song that, it'll get me going. It'll get the juices flowing. I'll get my fist pumping. I want to do push-ups. I want to run. I want to crank out videos and content. It's just the best song from the movie, in my opinion. It is a bop, but they're all really good. Louder Than Words especially hits. But I like Why, a lot of them. A lot of them are great. All of them are good, actually. This is the life. Boho Days is good. So they're all good. What's up, Tristan? Hope you're doing well. Is there a possibility of you ranking the Game of Thrones seasons? I'll write it down. I'm going to do some Game of Thrones videos before House of the Dragon. I will definitely do that. I'll rank Game of Thrones. Let me write this down. Game of Thrones seasons ranked. I have a Game of Thrones video on my channel where I do the top 10 characters, I want to say. But yeah. Old profile pic was half Chris Pratt, half Jeff Goldblum. Right. It was Goldblum as Grandmaster, right? I remember that now. The good old days. Let's see. I remember that trailer too. I wish I reacted to trailers back then because I literally got hyped for them. And even for Iron Man 3, I was ready for that trailer. If I just reacted back then, who knows where I'd be today? But I can't dwell in the past. That's all good. I love the community I have now and where I am today. Do you think another MCU show will match WandaVision hype? No. No, unless like Moon Knight has Punisher or Daredevil in it. Like maybe She-Hulk could do it because if Daredevil comes into anything, that's immediately gonna like take the cake. So maybe. But WandaVision also was the first, so that's why the hype was super real too, I think. Doctor Strange, rewatch that? Yeah, not a bad decision, honestly. And maybe I'll rewatch the Strange episode of What If as well, episode 4. I like that episode a lot, so maybe. Kenobi, yeah. Kenobi. I cannot wait for that. Watch parties are gonna be so hype. I cannot wait. I know a lot of y'all are going to be there. It's going to be so much fun. Super Bowl trailers were a little disappointing. We did get Multiverse, thank goodness, but we didn't get anything else really. We got Lord of the Rings, but I wish we got a few more. They kind of released them all early, which was weird. Tom Holland is going to be the next level. RDJ are on the same level. Yeah, I think he's already the biggest movie star in the world, almost, I'd say, because of Uncharted and Spider-Man. But I'd say like a few more years and he's the biggest star in the world. He's up there at least. He's in the conversation for sure. A lot of people would say he is. Favorite flavor of gum? I like what's called Polar. It's like this extra flavor, and it's called like Polar Ice. That one is so good. But bubblegum, just original bubblegum, is really good. So that's up there for sure. I think Agatha and Loki will be in Multiverse of Madness. The possibilities are endless. We could see Shang-Chi. We could see the Eternals. Who knows who could pop up in that? Literally every Marvel character ever could show up in Multiverse of Madness. The name, Multiverse, okay, we could see people from anywhere. Madness, we're going to see some crazy stuff go down. So it's going to be nuts. I'm very, very excited for that movie, and it's going to be bonkers. It's going to be here literally in a few months. The Batman's going to be here in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, I think people get to see the Batman, so nuts. But I'll take like 5 more questions maybe. Make them good ones. I see Aiden's in here. Got back from college tour tired. Well, I hope that you get some rest, man. But yeah, hell yeah. Let's see. Tired AF. I know you got to go into the what's it called? You got to go to the UF, the Gators rivalry territory. You got to go to their what's the word I'm looking for? Locker room. You got to go to their locker room. So that's pretty awesome, dude. That's awesome. You have any questions, Aiden? Let me know. Favorite video game? My favorite video game is going to be Jedi Fallen Order, Uncharted 1 through 4, which I desperately need to replay. Like, if I can secure a PS5, which I may be doing soon, we'll see. That would be awesome, and I would get those games. I would also say Spider-Man PS4 is up there. There's a lot that I really like that are up in that conversation for sure. I've never had Airwaves gum. I have not. Let's see. I think the glowing person in the trailer could be Icarus is a bit of a stretch. Yeah. Okay. Is it actually Superior Iron Man? I'm not sure. I really don't know. By the way, let's keep the stream going. I'm having fun. Who says we have to end it? There's 22 you guys in here. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. I just got the notification. Daniel just became a patron. Shout out Daniel, the newest member of the Film Stock Patreon community. You're the guy. You rock, man. Welcome to the Patreon community. If you guys want to join, the link is in the description down below. It's a great community. I'm growing over there. I just love. There he is. Yeah, Daniel just became a patron. I got the notification, dude. Thank you so much. Welcome to the community, man. I'll probably message you on there on Instagram after the stream to give you like more information about it all. But welcome to the community. Let's see. I gotta go back to where I was. Favorite video game. Okay. Have you ever tried Airways? No, I have not. Okay, we were here, and then we're talking, okay, what theories could you see? It could be Tom Cruise. Is it Monica or Maria? Is it neither? Is it Captain Marvel? Who knows who that variant is? Caleb says, Paramount announced a ton of content over the next few years. What is the project you were most looking forward to from them? Gotta Go Quiet Place Part 3, I think. I think there's been another SpongeBob movie. Like, who asked for that, really? Did anyone ask for that? I don't think so. But yes, I am very much excited for A Quiet Place 3, especially with Krasinski coming back to direct. Brandon says, I can see Deadpool making it in Multiverse of Madness, and his line is like, hey, mom, I made it, or something like that. That would be pretty funny. I think what would be even funnier is if I think that would be damn good. That's a good idea. But what if he said something about how to call back to like his McAvoy or Stewart line from the first Deadpool, and he like pulls up and he's like, let's see. I'm trying to think of how it would work. Like he pops in through a portal and he's like, it's like McAvoy and Stewart together, and he's like, these timelines, man, or something. And he has like a joke about how the timelines are confusing. I think that would be a great intro for him to the MCU. Plus, he already has that video with Korg, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks a little bit more. That's going to be the darkest, most twisted movie from the MCU, I would say, for sure. Uncharted, by the way, Uncharted tracking to earn 30 to 35 million in its 4-day domestic box office opening weekend. Hopefully it has long legs because I really, really want to see a sequel. I wanted Jon Snow to have won the Iron Throne. Well, I did too. I desperately did, but I've thought about it more and more, and I'm like, would it have made sense? I don't know. It's so tough. It's tough. It's an ongoing debate. I would love to see Jackie Chan join Shang-Chi. Yeah, I want another Shang-Chi now. Like, I love that movie. And I'm going to rewatch the MCU soon. Would you guys want to see me like now playing my way through the MCU? Do you know what now playings are? If you don't, I used to do vlogs where I would experience like the movie night. It would be like, I would record the movie and then me talking, and it'd be like a movie night. I could now playing the entire MCU if you would want to see that. Let me know. I think that would be more fun than doing individual reviews. I'm going to write this down because y'all are giving me some great ideas. So now playing the entire MCU. One a week, like one per week. And I could watch them whenever I want and just record it, but that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Daniel's one of the GOATs. Absolutely. Absolutely. What if we get Zombie Hunter Spider-Man? That would be nuts. That Funko Pop's pretty cool, by the way. Looking forward to the Halo series. The trailer intrigued me. We were talking about it earlier. I never really grew up playing Halo too hard, Daniel. I played like games on multiplayer with some friends, but I never really played it too much, so I don't know like the lore. Like I don't really understand it. To say the least, I'm gonna readjust real quick. I'm actually gonna take my socks off because it's getting kind of toasty. And socks and hats trap body heat. And I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that's kind of how it works. So I was wearing these really long socks. Oh my gosh, I just cooled down instantly. Whew. Feel like a new man right now. Let's go. Whew. But yeah. Halo, I know, the weapons are cool. That's really, I was looking at the production design really to see like, what does this show look like? Does it look like it's worth my time? Does it look worthwhile? And I said, you know what? I'll watch the pilot episode. I'll watch the first episode. Let's see. Are you more hyped? Riley says, are you more hyped for the X-Men or Fantastic Four to be introduced in the MCU? It's so tough, but I'm going to have to go Fantastic Four, and here's why. I grew up, I saw the first two Fantastic Four movies with like Chris Evans as Human Torch. They were really cheesy. They were fun. I liked them. They were some of the first superhero movies we got in my life, at least. And then I never watched Fan Four Stick. So if I'm looking at it that way, we haven't got Fantastic Four since like '08 or like '07, I want to say. And I feel like most people universally agree, like Fant Four Stick, the movie that came out in 2015, like everyone disowns that. I'll never watch it, to be honest with you guys. So like we haven't really had Fantastic Four done right in a long time. So that's why I'm really, really excited for that. To see legit MCU Fantastic Four. It's something that we'd theorized for years. Like, when are we going to get Fantastic Four? What about X-Men? It was when Spidey came into the MCU that we all kind of like started talking about it. So it's very interesting. If you had to choose one video game to become a movie, which would it be? Well, since we got Uncharted, I'm going to have to go with I'm going to cheat here. I talked about this earlier, Daniel. I'm going to say Jedi Fallen Order. I think they should make that into a movie. Just adapt it directly into a movie because not a lot of people have probably played the game that go to the movies. It's a damn great story, and I'm a big, big fan of Cal Kestis' character. I think that would make a perfect movie. If not, if I had to go with another video game, I would say like, weren't they going to make a Medal of Honor movie? I played Medal of Honor with my friends growing up. I think they could make like a cool Medal of Honor or Call of Duty movie. And if they haven't, they will eventually. They'll do like Call of Duty movies, I feel like, based on the games. That's only a matter of time, actually. I feel like that's something that's been speculated for so long now. Hello there, Hector. Welcome in. He's definitely making a timeline joke. Facts. He will for sure. Tom Holland, definitely one of the premier actors today. He does a great job on Onward as well, his voice acting. Am I going to play Spider-Man 2 on stream? Absolutely, I will, hoping I have a PS5 by that time. I'm also going to play Miles Morales for the first time because I've never played that. I'm going to replay the Uncharted games. I'm going to play, everything. The Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is like the goal for me is to have a PS5 by the time that comes out so I can Twitch that every single day and night constantly and clip that and put it on YouTube and do like gameplay walkthroughs because that would be the most fun thing possible, especially as someone who loves those games. And I played Lego Star Wars, the original, to the complete saga to 100%. So what are we doing? We're running this new one to 100%. We got to get it done. Who do you think is appearing in multiverse that we haven't seen in trailer poster? So I talked about this a little bit earlier, Aiden, but I'll continue. I'll give you a theory here. I'll take Evans as Human Torch. I know I've said that before, but I'll take that. And I'll take Michael Fassbender's Magneto too. Why not? Give me it. Give me it now. Now playings are dope. I love doing them, so I think I'll bring them back. The Watcher Multiverse Madness? Absolutely. We're going to see it, I think. Jeffrey Wright, baby. What's the most underrated Netflix original movie you have seen? Underrated? I'm going to go with... Let me think about this one. Underrated. Maybe... Underrated. A lot of them are bad. I don't think The Irishman's underrated. I don't think Marriage Story's underrated. Don't Look Up might be underrated. People are hating on that. I'll say Don't Look Up's underrated. I think it's actually really, really good. So I'll say Don't Look Up. Let's see. Which will be better, the Batman or Multiverse? The Batman looks like it's going to be like the best Batman movie, to be honest with you. It really does. I don't know. They're vastly different movies. I think Multiverse of Madness will probably be more... It'll be the more fun movie. It'll be the more exciting movie. And like my inner fanboy will be screaming more for that one. But I think the Batman will be the better movie. There you go. Have I seen Reacher? I have not. My parents watched it. They said it was a pretty solid show. So I may have to add it to the ever-growing TV watch list. Which, by the way, I need to actually... let's see. What was I going to say? I need to watch Better Call Saul leading up to the... Better Call Saul season 6. It's splitting into 2 parts, and I watched Breaking Bad. I watched El Camino. I just been putting off Better Call Saul for a while now. Water. All right. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. Do you want to talk about the article that came out this morning that mentioned in the Discord? Yeah. So if you didn't know, there was an article that released this morning about Brad Lambert, who is I don't want to speak too much on it, but basically, I'm friends with Matt Ramos, Soups. You all know him, I'm sure. And there was, shady stuff going on with Brad Lambert. And there's an article. I'm not going to really speak on it. You can go read it. It's a very well done article. And it kind of shines a light on a situation that's kind of sucky. It's not a great situation. So check it out. It was posted by The Wrap, and you can form your opinion on it there. But yeah, I've heard about it, behind the scenes for a little bit, and it's finally out. It's public now. So yeah, check it out. The Wrap. I retweeted the tweet. There's an article to it, so you can go read it over there. But yeah, it's interesting how Hollywood is, and some people are manipulative, but it is what it is, I guess. It sucks, honestly, but moving on. Who is the real villain of Multiverse of Madness? Is it like because a lot of people think it's Wanda, they're setting her up to be the villain? Who's the real villain, though? I don't know. Who's it going to be? Maybe it's like a variant of Strange. I have no clue, and it's going to be bonkers when we finally get to see. Young Jesus said a Red Dead Redemption movie would be cool. I bet it would be. I haven't played those games, but I've heard they're the very expansive world. It's very westerny, and I'm a pretty big fan of that western genre, so I think that would be pretty nuts. On paper, Batman will be better. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Multiverse will do $1 billion with these. I think Batman might struggle to hit $1 billion. Honestly, it'll probably get there, but we'll see. Abby says, I'm not able to join Patreon right now, but no, I would have you watch The Lost Boys. Did Lewis watch that as well recently? I know y'all have been talking about it somewhat in the Film Stock Mods chat, so I'll have to get on that. Let's see. Fantastic Four is my favorite Marvel group, and Doctor Doom is my favorite comic villain, so I desperately want a good adaptation. Yeah, Doctor Doom would be so cool. Who should play Doctor Doom? Let me know who y'all think should play Doctor Doom in the MCU. Let me know. Tays in here, go Dogs. Natty champs, baby. We won the Natty. Long time coming, still emotional about it, but Leonardo DiCaprio's Spider-Man, that would be pretty sick. In another world, a young Leo in like the 90s would be sick. Leo as like a villain in the MCU would be even cooler, though. I would love that. I love the fundamentals of Caring on Netflix. It stars Paul Rudd, Selena Gomez, and Craig Roberts. It's about Rudd's character who becomes a caretaker for a disabled teen, and they go on a road trip. I think I saw the trailer for that. They have like waffles at a hotel bar or something. I don't know why. That's the one scene I remembered from that. But water real quick. But I do recall it looks very sweet, very heartfelt. So I'm sure I'll watch it one day. I mean, there's so many things for me to watch. I say that about everything, but I just gotta like watch one thing a day. Like set aside 2 hours a day to watch a movie or 2 episodes of a show or something. Who is the better human shark or adult Groot? I like adult Groot. And I think, were you saying like King Shark or I am blanking? I think I'm blanking on something, honestly. I like adult Groot, though. And compared to any of the Groots, adult Groot and baby Groot are better than teen Groot. That's what I'll say. Wanda's Magneto's daughter. Yeah. I think that's what they're going to do in a way. Like there's going to be so I think they're going to bring in Magneto a variant where Wanda was his daughter. And I think that's going to be bonkers and they're going to fight and it's going to be epic. That's my hope, at least. And I hope it's Michael Fassbender, not Ian McKellen. No disrespect to Sir Ian McKellen, but I think Fassbender is the better version of the character. What's my least favorite Star Wars movie? The Rise of Skywalker. Do I have a Discord? I do. To access it, you have to be, I think, phase 2 or 3 patron, which the link's down below. But I have a Discord. It's a Patreon thing. Henry Cavill wanted to do Red Dead Redemption film. Henry Cavill's the guy. Why are we wasting Henry Cavill right now? Like, why is he not making another Superman movie right now? He should have 3 Superman movies by now. The first one came out in 2013. It's 2022. What are we doing, Warner Bros? What are we doing, DC? Get your act together. Come on. We all want to see another Cavill-led Superman movie, and it would make loads of money. I guarantee that. Let me adjust this real quick. Okay, cool. I can like relax my back a little bit more now. I want to move my arm here. Now I'm more comfortable. Maybe I should have done that a while ago. I got Lewis to watch it and Angelo's seen it too. Well, Abby, I might have to watch that one just for you. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you. Funko collection is fire. I know you're a big Funko collector as well, so I appreciate that. Is there a possibility of a Thanos variant? Yes, I think there is. I was going to make a video about this. I would love to see the Thanos that we see at the end of that What If episode where he's like a zombie and then he fights Wanda. And I'm going to make this video. Let me write this down again because I had this idea the other day for a TikTok where what if we see, write this here, a Thanos variant fight Wanda, and then he like, remember how in Endgame she's like, what does she say? You took him from me. I don't even know who you are. You will. What if he's like, Wanda Maximoff, I know who you are now, and I've arrived. I'm inevitable, or something like that. Thanos variant recognizes Wanda. End game callback. I'm gonna make that into a TikTok or an Instagram reel soon. Are you gonna watch the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? I am not. It's a direct sequel to the original. I did not know that, but I am probably not going to. I've seen the original. I haven't seen the sequels, but are they taking like the Halloween route? That's what that kind of sounds like. Cillian Murphy or Nikolai Coster-Waldau for Doom. So Jamie Lannister or Scarecrow for Doom. I think Cillian Murphy would be better, but I don't know if he would do it because he already has dabbled in the comic book genre. But at the same time, Russell Crowe has dabbled in the comic book genre. He was Jor-El, I want to say, in Man of Steel, and he's also going to be in Thor, and he also got cast in something else. So who knows? What was the best part about being at Georgia other than football, and were you in a fraternity? I was never in a fraternity. I never wanted to be in a fraternity, so I didn't even rush or whatever they call it. Best part about at Georgia, I like the football was the best, to be honest with you. Aside from that, though, I liked the people. The people. I made some great friends. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I met some awesome friends. So the people, and then there's cool like restaurants in the city of Athens, and there's some cool like shops and downtown stuff. But I love the people that I met and the football. That's really the honest truth. And some of the food was great too. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know if I'm a huge documentary person, honestly, but that's an interesting suggestion, Hector. The scene in the trailer where old Wanda is comforting current Wanda is sad to me because all she has left is herself. Yeah, I never thought about it like that, but excuse me. That is a very interesting perspective for sure. I am interested. I'm interested by that. I mean, whoa, is there someone in the chat with my face as the profile picture? That's a first. I think, is that me or am I tripping? I think that is me. Yeah. Wow. It's me from this stream. How creepy is that? But no, let's see. Yes, I liked that shot a lot in the trailer. I think it was one of my favorites. I put it in like my breakdown. I was talking about it. So yes. Let's see. I like Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, so I'll want him as Doom. Yeah, he would be good. He would be good. Henry Cavill as Doom would be pretty nice, though. Cavill as Doom would be pretty nice, though. I like that. I like that. I think the MCU needs to snag him and kind of like honestly give the middle finger to DC because they messed up by not having him anymore. If you didn't get accepted into UGA, what was your backup college if you had one? I think it was like Georgia Southern, but I don't think I ever. I never really had a doubt I wouldn't get in. I just believed myself to get into Georgia, and I got in. So I think my backup was Georgia Southern. Thoughts on Nolan's Oppenheimer? Honestly, the cast keeps getting stacked. It's one of the biggest casts I've ever seen for a movie with ease. I mean, that thing is loaded. I am very excited. Very excited. I love Christopher Nolan. I think that's going to be a damn good movie. He might get a director nom. He could win Best Picture with it. Like, I have high hopes for it. RDJ, Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh, Cillian Murphy, Jack Quaid. I could keep going on and on. The Dane DeHaan. There's just so much star power. Rami Malek. I don't even know how they're going to pay these people. I'm excited. Is a freshman 15 for real? It just depends. You definitely a few pounds for sure. I gained some weight because I mean, you get if you have the dining hall, you can just eat as much as you want, and like it's the first time you really don't like you can eat as much as you want whenever you want. So you gotta be careful. I definitely gained a little bit of weight though. I've had college food for 3 days now and think it is. I've had college food for 3 days in a row and think it is. You think it's good or I see what you mean now. Yeah, freshman 15 is real. Yeah, it's. I mean, it could be, dude. The food's pretty solid for a while, but then it gets old real quick to me, and I got disgusted by it by the end of it. And I was basically starving myself. Like I wasn't eating that much. I would just eat eggs in the morning, a sandwich for lunch, and then like whatever I could stomach for dinner. I'll do a Quentin Tarantino films ranking video sometime, but my top three are probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bastards, and like Pulp Fiction. I love those movies. More hype for Love and Thunder or Wakanda Forever? Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder. Gotta go Love and Thunder. Gotta go Love and Thunder. That's a smart plan, Abby. I like that plan. That's a very smart plan. Favorite type of chicken wings? I like the hot wings. I love hot wings. Barbecue, honey barbecue is one of my favorite sauces for sure. I'd got to go with that. Barbecue though, whew, I love barbecue and I love hot wings with blue cheese, not ranch. Georgia football predictions for next year. Defense will not be as good. Offense will be just as good. Hopefully, Stetson Bennett can play, at his A game every single game, or maybe even Brock Vandagriff will take the starting job from him. I think they'll go to the SEC championship. I don't know if they'll win it, so hopefully they're undefeated when they play Alabama. I think that they have the possibility to go undefeated because of the schedule, but I think Alabama is going to win the national championship next year. Call me crazy, right? I mean, it's a revenge tour. Bryce Young, they got so many dudes coming back. Bama's going to win it all next year, but I want Georgia to win it all. So there you go. I just don't see us repeating. It's rare that teams repeat anyway. Better wizard, Gandalf or Dumbledore? Ooh, that's a toughie. I got to rewatch Lord of the Rings to have a valid input, but I'll go Gandalf. I'll go Gandalf right now. Steak or Mexican food? How about steak in Mexican food? Because I love steak tacos. Multiverse of Madness or Love and Thunder? Multiverse of Madness. Waffles or pancakes? Depends on the day. I go pancakes most days of the week, but a waffle hits different. Like a Waffle House waffle slaps. A great waffle is good, but like pancakes, the fluffiness, the consistency, they're there for you more. I got to go pancakes, but waffles, close. It's close. It's hard for me to get hype for Wakanda Forever as well. It's tragic, like the surrounding the production of that. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But I'm just with the behind the scenes antics with Letitia Wright and then the whole who's going to take on the mantle. I'm very concerned about the movie more so than anything. So I'm like, I don't know how to feel. It's hard to get excited for it. We don't even have footage or like any news on it that much. So maybe when we get like a poster or footage, I'll feel a little better. I think they're actually filming it like down the street from Cam's apartment, like 4 miles away. So we might like make a little trip out there and see what we can find. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a little video about it. Favorite fast food restaurant? Chick-fil-A is up there, but Cane's, like Raising Cane's chicken fingers, so good. Sausage patties or links? I like sausage links better. Have I ever had a fried peanut butter banana sandwich? I've had a regular peanut butter banana sandwich, but not a fried one. I like these, by the way, I like these speed round questions. I'll probably do these for a few more minutes and then I'll wrap it up. Sausage patties are elite, I agree. Would I review the Coen Brothers movies and rank them? I might rank them all. That's a lot of movies to watch, though. By the way, while I'm doing this speed round, I see there's 20 of you here. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get to 60 likes for 6K subscribers. Also, feel free to send in a super chat to help support the channel. It's a way to guarantee I get to your question or comment. I also have a Patreon. I'm growing that community over there. If you want to request me to review a movie, if you want to do one-on-one Zoom calls, extra live streams, extra videos, Discord, all these different things, name mentioned at the end of the video. My Patreon is linked down below. I know Daniel became a patron on the stream. If you want to become the next Patreon member, I'll give you a shout out on the stream. Link is in the description down below. How do you cook your eggs? I like scrambled on an egg sandwich. Ooh, egg sandwich hits. I like scrambled. I usually do scrambled with cheese or regular scrambled. But I've started to do like fried eggs where you crack the egg on the stovetop and then you flip it over. That is really good. Like, and when you can put it on toast and it's a little runny, or if you do it extra long, it's kind of like the stuff you would get on like an egg McMuffin from McDonald's. That also slaps. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to try and get down to Disney by the end of the year, Aiden. So if you're there when I'm there, we might have to say hello to each other. Say hello there. Underrated movies coming out this year. I'm not sure. I think Don't Worry Darling doesn't have enough hype around it. That's the one with Florence Pugh and Harry Styles. That's my underrated pick. It's one of my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year, and I have pretty high expectations for it. Favorite up-and-coming actor and actress? For actress, I will go with... that's tough. That's a really hard one. Actress, I'll say Jenna Ortega. I got to watch The Fallout still, but she's really good in You Season 2 and in Scream 5. For actor, actor. Who's an up-and-coming actor? Let me think of TV. In a way, John Cena, because everyone knows who he is, but like as an actor, he is like legit becoming respected now. So I'm kind of saying John Cena as up-and-coming because he's becoming more and more respected. And I'm really growing an appreciation for him. If I were to get rid of a top 10 Marvel, which one would it be? I would have to say of a top 10 Marvel movie for me, I might have to get rid of Ant-Man. I think that's like my number 10. So see ya, Ant-Man. Sorry. Twilight ranked. I have a video on the channel. My favorite is definitely Eclipse, I want to say. I love Twilight Eclipse. That's actually a pretty bomb movie. But I have a ranking on the channel. Canes is so good. Canes is so good. I love Canes. We have one in like the whole state of Georgia. Have I done a Nolan movie ranking? I have. You can check it out on the channel. I have a playlist where I have movie rankings, and that's where you're going to find Nolan, Twilight, all these other franchises you guys have been asking about. I have them. Godzilla films ranked. I have not seen the Japanese one, so I can't speak to that, unfortunately. Yeah, Raising Cane slaps. Raising Cane slaps. So good. Scrambled eggs on 2 pieces of toast. That's exactly what it is. It's so good. You can add bacon and cheese and eggs, or bacon and cheese as well. Sausage, hash browns, whatever you want. It's so good. Egg sandwiches hit. Will I watch the Elvis trailer tomorrow? I probably will. Do you guys want to see me react to the Elvis trailer tomorrow? Let me know in the comments down below. Should I react to the Elvis Presley movie trailer tomorrow morning? Let me know. What is Don't Worry Darling about? I think it's about like a couple, and one of them is like a psycho. It's going to get wild and crazy. It's Harry Styles and Florence Pugh. I'm all here for it. That reminds me, the new Fresh movie with Sebastian Stan looks epic. That is coming out March 4th, the same day as The Boys Diabolical on Amazon, as well as The Batman. That's going to be a really busy weekend, the first weekend of March. I'll have to check out The Fallout soon, Abby. I will have to watch that one. Am I going to watch Death on the Nile? I am not, Arthur. I don't plan to. Did I stay on or off campus during college? My first year, I was in the dorm on campus because I lived a little further away. My family then moved a little closer, but I still lived in an apartment my second year. COVID hit my second semester of my second year, so I kind of lived at home, even though I still had an apartment. I never really was there. I was at my house most of the time. So I lived off campus and on campus. I lived on campus for 1 year, and then at an apartment off campus, and then at my house. Daniel Craig, James Bond, or Mission Impossible? Mission Impossible. I really like the Mission Impossible movies. I know that's kind of a sort of a hot take, I think, but I got to go Mission Impossible. Is Taxi Driver or American Beauty worth watching? I think they're both worth watching. I think they're both great lead performances. Obviously, American Beauty more controversial because of the actor and some of his past history and things that have been revealed. But I really do like Taxi Driver. It's one of Scorsese's best movies. It's got a damn good score. And fun fact about that movie, Matt Reeves, who's directing The Batman, which comes out on March 4th, actually listened to the score by Bernard Herrmann, whatever you want to say. And he also did the score for Psycho. And it's a great, very like mellow score, very like grimy New York City score. And if you listen to it, you can kind of see where you're going to feel these vibes that we're going to see in The Batman. So it's very great score, great movie. Which Marvel villain do you think Marvel should have used more? For the longest time, I would have said Ben Kingsley's Mandarin, but I'm kind of fine with what they're doing now with the whole Trevor thing in Shang-Chi, which I love that movie, by the way. So I would have said Mandarin. I wish that they did more with that version of him, but they've kind of written the wrongs of that. Do you do scrambled eggs to make your sandwich? Yeah, so I usually just like make scrambled eggs and then put it on 2 pieces of toast, and that's really good. I've never done it the way you do. So I crack the egg on my countertop, then pour it into the pan. Then I crack the yellow part and cook it until it's brown. Oh, okay, interesting. I haven't done it that way, I don't think. React to it. I think I'll do a reaction tomorrow, guys. I think I'll do a reaction. By the way, hit that like button if you guys are in here. I'm going to see how many likes we're at right now on stream, and that will be a defining factor in something. Let's see how many we got. We got 54 likes. 54 likes. Let's get 6 more likes on this thing. We're very, very close. We can do it. I believe. I believe, to quote the Polar Express. Let's see. I'm going to my channel real quick. We're at 57. 3 more. Hit that like button if you guys are in here. It really does help out. And if you're on the replay, appreciate you guys. Might have a snow day tomorrow and just got bands on braces. So you got any really good movie recommendations? Yeah. What genre are you thinking? You know, you want an action movie, a comedy? What are you thinking? You know, if you want a great sports movie, Remember the Titans is my recommendation for that. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you, feel moved to tears at times. It's funny. Great movie. It's on Disney Plus. National Treasure. If you want a fun adventure movie to get in the kind of the spirit of Uncharted, which comes out, definitely going to have to go with that. Franchises you've never seen before, but you want to watch. Lethal Weapon is one of those at the top of the list right now. I literally think that's the number one. Lethal Weapon right now, because I've heard great things and I want to do a ranking of them. What made you start YouTube? I love movies. I loved watching Blu-ray collection videos. I loved the Schmoes Know. I like Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, all these guys. And I was like, I could do this. I talk about movies with my friends all the time. So I started in 2018. I have a channel still up with 2 videos. And then I took like a year or so off. And then I started it back up. And it's gone through multiple phases. But here it is now, film stocked. And I'm rolling with it. Just hit 6K. And I appreciate every single one of you being here on the stream, on the replay, or just hanging out. Looking at the thumbnail but not clicking. I just appreciate the support. Never thought I would make it to this point, and I can't wait to keep on going. So you guys all rock. But that's, yeah, my love for just movies and like my love for watching movie YouTube made me start it. What hate to say it, but I watched the Suicide Squad and it's not my cup of tea. That's totally fair, man. To each their own. I love it. This movie right here, love it. But I get that it's not for everybody. I had some friends say it was a pretty stupid movie, so I get it. How did you meet Cam? I know high school, but how did you ask her out? So we actually dated in middle school. I don't know if everyone knew that story. Cam tells it better than me, but we dated in middle school. I broke up with her. We have a podcast. It's called the Unusual Couple Podcast for those in here. The first episode of that podcast is where you're going to be able to find the best story. The Unusual Couple Podcast, go subscribe to that. I don't have a link down below, but I'll put, someone can put the URL in the chat if you want. The Unusual Couple Podcast YouTube channel, go subscribe. We have a whole episode talking about it there, but we dated in middle school and then we had a class together and we started dating again. So Aiden, yeah, we explain on the podcast. Go check it out. The Unusual Couple. If you guys are in here, go subscribe, follow that Instagram. We're trying to hit 1,000 on Instagram and YouTube. It would mean the world. So check that out. The Unusual Couple podcast. It's a very fun podcast. We're really enjoying it. We've been hitting it full stride since like January, back up into new uploads. Favorite music artist or band? I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot, actually. But I'm not like a diehard of anything. I like Harry Styles. I don't care. Harry Styles rocks. I love Harry Styles. So I don't really love a lot of music though. I listen to just songs in general, like really sporadically. I don't listen to albums that much. So it gotta be like one of them. I don't know if I'll watch the Ben Affleck movie Deep Water. Is that Ana de Armas? I'll probably watch it actually because it's a pretty good cast, but I think that comes out like in March, so I may watch that actually. Am I excited for Space Force movie? I don't even think I know what that is. Is that related to the show with Steve Carell? I don't know. Do I think National Treasure 3 will ever get made? I think it will. I'm manifesting it. I think they said it's in development. I think it will happen by the end of the decade, and it will be one of the greatest days of my life. That trailer will make me cry. I know they're doing the series, which is like kind of dumb because it's not related to the movies really. It's in the same universe, I want to say. But give us National Treasure 3 now, damn it. Wow, we've almost been going for 2 hours. I didn't even realize. And we're still going strong. I'm enjoying it. Make sure to hit the like button. Now, where are we at now? Let's see. Are we at 60 likes yet? 58, guys. If you're in here, make sure to hit that like button. It does help out quite a bit. And let's hit 60 likes. Let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. Let's see. Okay. Have I seen Invincible with Mark Wahlberg? I have. It's a pretty solid movie, honestly. Vince Papale, right? That's his character's name. Thoughts on Peacemaker finale? I might stay up and watch it at this point, dude. It's 10 o'clock right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I might stay up and watch it, or maybe take a nap, wake up, watch it, grind out some videos for it, and go back to sleep. But Peacemaker is a damn good TV show. I'm really loving it, and I'm so excited it got renewed for season 2. Yeah, the podcast, Unusual Couple, guys. Go check it out. I'm going to see how many subscribers we're at on there right now. And if we can get a few more, we're at 225. If we get 230 by the end of the stream, 5 of you guys go subscribe to this right here, the Unusual Couple Podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. There's a playlist right here. You guys can scroll and see every single episode we've ever posted is actually uploaded there. It's hour-long episodes, sometimes hour and a half. And it's me and Cam talking about different topics. It's a lot of fun. So go check that out. It would mean a lot if you guys give it a listen or subscribe. I know it's kind of early, but most anticipated movie of 2023. We've got Guardians 3. We've got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We've got the Marvels from the MCU. We've got Oppenheimer. I'm probably going to have to go with that one, honestly, because I'm a Nolan fanboy, to be honest with you. But I'm going to have to go with that. I'm going to have to go with Oppenheimer because that cast, that's a loaded cast. Thoughts on the Narnia movies? The first 2 were like nostalgic for me. The third one, unwatchable. I saw it once in theaters. I was like 10 or 11. I was like, this movie sucks. And I never saw it again. But the first Narnia, that's nostalgia. The second one, I like as well. With Ben Barnes, a.k.a. Billy Russo from The Punisher. Which, by the way, The Punisher so rocks. Peace, Abby. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your movie, and enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Sleep well. Let's see. Red Hot Chili Peppers coming out with a new album on April 1st called Unlimited Love. First album with John. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. See, I'm not like a hardcore fan of any band or musician, but it's exciting that they have new music coming out. I'll probably definitely check that out. Maybe I'll make a reaction. I might have to collab with Ewan. If you're in here, Ewan, or if you're on the replay, Red Hot Chili Peppers, bro, we got to do something for that because I really like them. Thoughts on Knives Out 2 teaser? We got that. Yeah, we got that quick shot. The cast looks stunning. I'm excited for the movie. Netflix has a gnarly, and I mean gnarly in a good sense, as in like nasty, a great lineup, an insane lineup for the year. I mean, they're going to contend with Disney Plus this year, I'd say. Did I watch American Underdog? I have not seen it. That's the Tom Cruise. No, I'm thinking of American Made with Tom Cruise, the drug running movie. I haven't seen American Underdog. That's the Kurt Warner movie with Zachary Levi. I have not seen that one. You don't know my mind. Hold on one second. I need to type something out real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Expectations. Oh, I missed this earlier. When is Top Gun 2 going to come out? I think it comes out in May. I really want to watch Peacemaker. It's a great show. Favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper album or songs? Album, I would say I like By the Way and Californication a lot, but songs, let's see. Let's go through my library. Let's see. How do I do this? I don't even know how to work this damn app sometimes. Playlists. Home. Let's go to. Let's see. All right, one second. Let's go to my playlist, and I'll tell you all of them because I know them off the top of my head, but I just want to make sure I don't miss any. So, Can't Stop, By the Way, Mind Your Thing, Other Side, Scar Tissue, Universally Speaking, Dark Necessities, Danny California, Around the World, Californication, Under the Bridge is a bop, The Zephyr Song, Snow, Give It Away. There's a few more. Hold on. Let me scroll. Scrolling right now, for those wondering. There's more as well. Dosed is a good one. There's a lot of songs I love by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so they're probably my favorite band, but I'm not like a diehard. I wouldn't even consider to know much about them. So yes. I'm definitely watching Hot Takes for Star Wars. That's a fun one, guys. Check it out. Yeah. How many subscribers do we have over there now? Let's see. We got 226. Podcast is on Apple Podcast and Spotify. The video version is also on Spotify. I was listening to the Unusual Couple on the walk today. Well, thank you. Aiden says, what are your takeaways from Super Bowl? The takeaway is that if the Bengals had an O-line, they might actually have won the Super Bowl, and that Stafford is that guy. I love Matthew Stafford, and Aaron Donald's a monster, and Cooper Kupp is an inspiration. Will you and Cam review Percy Jackson movies before the new show comes out? Maybe we will. We might just do that. Maybe like one on my channel, one on her channel. Maybe we'll do a podcast episode talking about it. We'll see. Chris, I'm on episode 9 of Punisher and WTF. Yeah, Punisher's nuts. Let me go. Punisher season 1, right? You're on season 1. Let me go double check something real quick. Yeah, that show gets crazy, dude. Yep. I was on IMDb. That show gets crazy, man. That show gets crazy. That's up to the podcast. Thank you. Eric Lopez. Hello there. Bombs in season 1. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Just finished Hawkeye and loved it. What's your favorite Disney Plus show? What's Hawkeye? Well, my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show is Hawkeye. I talked about that earlier, but excuse me, I couldn't even swallow for a second there. I love Hawkeye, but Disney Plus overall, I got to go The Mandalorian. That show is elite. There's no skips. I'll put a link, guys. I'll go ahead and look up a link right now to the Unusual Couple podcast, and I'll put it in the chat. But yes, the Unusual Couple podcast YouTube channel, you can look it up. I'll go over here. We've got 227 subs. We're getting up there. We're getting closer to the goal. Let's go over here. I'll post in the chat right here. Boom. That's the page right there, Unusual Couple. You guys can click that link and go subscribe to that channel. Just subscribe to the pod. Thought I was, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know that, yeah, we have an Instagram as well. You guys can follow. That is linked in the About tab of that YouTube. But yeah, I just put the link in the chat. Is Shazam the most underrated DCU film? It might be. Might be Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey is really good. Probably gonna go to sleep after this because I'm exhausted, but I'll finish Punisher season 1 tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, grind it out. Punisher season 1 is great television. I love it. Top 5 Lego games. I'm going in no order. Lego Star Wars, and that encompasses the original game with just the prequels, the original trilogy, and the complete saga. I'm cheating. So Lego Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, the one without the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, like the one with the first 3. Batman, Lego Batman was lit, and then I'll go. Those were the ones I played. I didn't play Harry Potter. I didn't play Lord of the Rings. I didn't play Avengers or Jurassic. Those are the ones I played. So those are the 4 I would say. There you go. Yeah, Moon Knight watch parties are going to be hype. They're going to be hype. I'm probably going to wrap it up. We just hit the 2-hour mark. I'm probably going to wrap it up. I'm starting to sweat, and I know that it's getting late. It's 10 o'clock here, so around the world, it's getting super late for people, which I totally understand. But I'll take a few more. I'll answer out the rest of the chat, and then I'll probably wrap it up. Peace, Young Jesus. Have a good night. Where are the Marvel Netflix shows going? Hulu or Disney Plus? I think Hulu. I talked about this earlier, actually, Aiden. Hulu in the US, everywhere else, Disney Plus Star, probably, which is like their extension of Hulu. Caleb says, have you watched Bel Air yet? It's surprisingly good. I have not. I really don't know if I'm going to because I'm not the biggest Fresh Prince of Bel Air fan. Haven't seen a ton of those episodes, so I probably won't. Just sub your other channel. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see where we're at now. How many subscribers are we at over there? We're at 232. You guys are killing it. Hell yeah. We reached the goal of 230. So you guys rock. Thank you so much for subscribing over there. We have podcast episodes every week, and I really enjoy doing it. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, though. I'm going to read out the chat, and I'll wrap it up. Do you think Marvel won 2022 already with Multiverse of Madness? Yeah. Low key, I mean, the Batman's going to be huge for DC, and Black Adam's going to be huge, too, and The Flash, if they do it right. But we got 233. You guys are awesome. Thank you for subscribing to the podcast channel. Follow it on Instagram as well, by the way. We have an Instagram. I follow it, and I have it on my Instagram story. So all my social medias are linked down below. You guys can go to those and find The Unusual Couple through that. Also, I have a Patreon. You guys can join the community over there. But yes, let me read out the rest of the chat. Peace. Hello there. Well, you just caught the end of it, but you can catch the replay, Zilla, and I appreciate you joining. I know school's been hectic for everyone, so I hope that's not too stressful. Should I watch Daredevil or Punisher first? Definitely Daredevil. Do I read any comics? I dabble. Not really a huge comic reader, but I love the movies, and I have since 2008, the MCU movies, and I grew up watching the Spider-Man movies, so I'm not as huge in the comics, but I love the movies and the TV shows for sure. And I like to read about them. I had this encyclopedia about Spider-Man growing up, so I like the lore. Jason says, thank you, Chris, for the live stream. Always enjoy it. I always enjoy talking to you, man. Thank you so much again for the support. You really are the guy, and I can't thank you enough for being a patron, just being a constant supporter here of the channel. You rock, dude. You really do. For the 45 minutes here, I was long. I had a blast. Well, Aiden, I always have a blast talking, man. Always have a blast talking. Have a good night, bro. I'm glad you had fun on those college tours. I'm glad they went well. Main Gamer says, if you had to rank between Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and HBO Max, I'd go number 1, Disney Plus, because I watch all their original content. Number 2, Netflix. Number 3, HBO Max. Or I go HBO Max 2, Netflix 3, Amazon Prime, and last. But they're all really good, and they're all very close. That's a very close margin. Arthur says, Chris, thank you for always brightening my day when you put out a video. Well, thank you, Arthur. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos, man. You constantly come back, show the support. I'm glad to have you as part of the community. I know you've been around since those WandaVision parties, man. So it's been awesome. The journey has been fun, and I can't wait for the next milestone. Have a good night, Isla. Thank you for stopping by. And the last question from a good old patron of mine says, thanks for the live stream and congrats on 6K. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad that we got to chat via Zoom because you are a patron. And I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you for being here. And thank you all for being here. This was a fun stream. We got 2 hours in. We got a couple more subscribers on The Unusual Couple. Let's see. We're at 233. Go subscribe. You guys are on the replay, The Unusual Couple podcast, a YouTube channel. We also have Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Make sure to go leave a positive review over there. And as for this live stream, as of me talking, we're at 59 likes. So if one more person hits a like, we are golden. If someone hits that like button that has not already. We're at 60. We just hit 60. We did it. 60 likes for 6K. You guys all rock. This was a hell of a stream. One of the most fun times I've had in a while. I'll have to get my buddy Trevor from Film Geeks on one of these eventually. He's a very busy man, but love to have him on, have some other guests on live streams. Thank you again, guys. You all rock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. 233 subscribers over there. I just got the notification Arthur is a patron. Shout out, Arthur. Welcome to the community. Your name will be at the next video. I have 2 new patrons to add to the list of patrons. If you guys want to join that Patreon community, link is down below. There's 3 different phases, different perks for every single phase, and it would mean the world. I'm growing that community over there, having a blast with it. But that's going to do it. Isla Wahoo. Every time I hear Wahoo, I think of Han when he flies in at the end of New Hope and he goes, Yahoo! It's all yours, kid. I love that movie, by the way. Might throw it on tonight. My mind's all over the place. I have never been. I'll end with this. Peace, everyone. Good night. Have a good night. You're all legends for being here. I'll end with this, though. All my social media is linked down below. Make sure to check them out. I have a Patreon. Feel free to send a super chat if you're here on the replay. I appreciate you guys. But all that's to say, I've never felt as happy in my life as I have right now with YouTube. My confidence is the highest it's ever been. And that's all because of you guys for showing support. And it gets me emotional right now talking about it because I love you guys so much for showing support. And I love this community more than anything. And when I wake up, the first thing in the morning is making my video, making my content, growing this community every single day, giving it my heart, giving it my all, laying it all on the line, to quote Matthew McConaughey. You got to lay that heart on the line from We Are Marshall. That's what I do. And every day I'm bringing it, and I'm going to continue to bring it. And I have some exciting things coming in the future. You guys will have to stay tuned for them. Really want to tell you about one, but I have to wait. And it's itching my brain to want to talk to you about it and tell you about it right now. But I got to hold it back. You'll see what's coming in early March. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you guys so much for being here again. 6K subs. Here's to the next milestone. I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Probably a reaction to the Elvis trailer, as well as another video talking about Peacemaker. I will have some more things around the corner, including Cobra Kai reactions. My girlfriend watches Whiplash and all that good stuff. But thank you guys again for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.